Hello and welcome to Podcast X Season 2 with myself and Bunny Tears and a special guest, actually, a guy called Callum, who is a friend of mine, and he is actually the one who designed the background that you are all currently looking at right now.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty proud of it.
Yeah,
but thanks again,
it's
guys.
good. No worries. So you might notice it's styled in a kind of GTA 5-like manner. And we did actually, in I think it was episode 8 or 7 maybe, that me and Bunny actually decided that GTA 5 for us was the game of the century. Was it? No, decade. What am I saying?
Mm-hmm. Century.
Yeah.
I mean,
the best since
anyway,
1914. But yeah, and
it's a beautiful design, a very, very beautiful design. I'm extremely impressed with your talents, Mr. Callum. Congratulations.
Very much.
I personally like the little bunnies.
Oh yeah,
I've already expressed to Callum that those are it's my favorite little feature there.
Yeah, you thought it was alright until you like zoomed in on the bunnies and like,
oh, the fluffy
much better.
bunnies. Yeah. Yeah.
Although, I must admit, you didn't contact me in regards to actually using my logo, so I'm afraid I'm gonna have to be suing you now.
Yeah.
Shit.
For everything the Bunny Tears logo is worth. The many millions.
Pretty much worth nothing at the moment.
Yeah. It's still like a clip art of a bunny. Yeah. So, we're going to go ahead and start off with a Would You Rather.
Perfect.
Okay.
Love it.
Yeah. So, would you rather be punched in the face once by Mike Tyson wearing knuckle dusters,
Oh my.
or be seen punching a toddler in front of thousands of people?
Mike Tyson.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's got to be Mike Tyson, I'm afraid.
I think so as well. I think if you say the other answer, you're kind of a dick.
Yeah, you're just...
which is why I think people expect me to say the second one, so I'm not going to. How do you feel about that?
To be honest, mate, I expected you to say the second one.
Yeah, and I want to say the second one, but I can't because that would make me sound like a dick. Do you understand the process of thinking I'm going through?
I would rather have a broken face than a humiliated... Well, just being, like, humiliated for life, really.
I'm not going to punch the
just
toddler as
penalised.
hard as I can. I'm just going to let him know I'm there.
Okay.
Because... frankly, being punched in the face by Mike Tyson with knuckle dusters is pretty close. How close to death do you think a man could bring you with knuckle dusters?
Very close.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're alive.
And I've been hit in the face once recently. I don't want that again. It's really not a pleasant feeling.
K.O.
Fatality.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
But I
Let's not go
definitely
into that story.
definitely don't want to go through with that again. But
I
I feel like it's the right answer to say you take it from Mike Tyson. But I mean,
yeah.
can you?
That's not the answer you want to
Remember
give, though.
this-
is it?
in
He's
front
gonna
of
fuck
thousands
your
of
face
people.
up for the rest of your life.
Just,
You
Yeah,
know?
but just imagine, those 1,000 people could all be press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
And this
The social
toddler could be
media
the next
these days.
Hitler.
And what?
This toddler could be the next Hitler. You don't know.
But no one knows that when they're
There's-
like 3 or 4.
I'll be honest,
I'm
mate.
sure
Punching a
Hitler
toddler
did.
in the face will probably turn him into Hitler. I'm not going to pretend that this little toddler is going to be turned into Hitler. That's
Hey,
why
look,
I
they're
punched
like
him in
3.
the
They got
face.
many, many years to save up for plastic surgery.
Oh my God! Also, why would you hit him that hard? Why would you hit him so hard that he needs plastic surgery? Really?
Sure.
So if you
No,
pick
I
that
don't
one,
think.
you're
I don't
going
think.
all out.
Well, I don't know. It's a toddler. Are they? I suppose they're a bit more fragile.
They're frail, but you don't hit him with 100% power. It's a
I'm
toddler.
not gonna hit him with 100%. But look, I'm gonna but you gotta properly go for it to make the dare fair, though, haven't you?
Well, no, it depends, doesn't it?
Because
wasn't
the option can't just be, prod a toddler in the face and get flat out destroyed by Mike Tyson. Okay, that came out wrong.
Oh my
But
God!
also, if you punched like a toddler in the face in front of thousands of people, surely those thousands of people are then going to jump off their seats, wherever they are, and then just like beat the fuck out of you.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. That's
So
a
would you rather
very-
get hit by a single person or probably about 500, 600 people?
Yeah, because that's guaranteed death.
Yeah, well, I don't know, because the way you guys are making it sound, now I kind of feel like the setting is I'm in like the middle of the Apollo Stadium, everybody's looking at me, and I do it there. Whereas in my head, it was always like, I don't know, it goes up on YouTube and goes viral.
That's even worse.
That's
That is worse, yeah, it's a bigger audience, but I mean, you know, look, I think nobody wants any of these consequences. I think that's pretty obvious. Nobody wants to be hit in the face by Mike Tyson with knuckle dusters, and nobody wants
no
to
one
punch
does.
a
If they had the
toddler.
choice, they would say no. But it happens to be that the
Exactly.
choice is
Yeah.
worse.
This is a would
Exactly.
you rather at the end of the day.
Mm.
I know that.
Well, then
So-
answer it honestly, because
Yeah.
we all know what your
And what-
answer is, mate.
Okay, I'll take it from Mike Tyson.
Bullshit! You
Hey-
want to
Yeah,
punch the
it's-
toddler in the face?
No, I
You
don't.
want to do it.
I
We all
wouldn't
know
punch
it.
a toddler in the face. I mean, when you think about it realistically, you couldn't bring yourself to doing
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if Mike Tyson was there, and
it.
he basically said to me, "All right, look, you're gonna get one of these, or you're gonna give him one of these."
No, you gotta have
Then you got some thinking to do.
you're gonna have some translating to do as well if you're talking to Mike Tyson.
Yes, very good point. Very good point. Can he even throw a
I'm
punch?
gonna take one of these. Yeah, he's got. Is it a lisp or is it like an
I-
actual speech
It's
problem?
it's
It's like he's got a missing tongue.
Yeah.
yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Mike Tyson's not the most eloquent of speakers.
Yeah.
It's probably from being punched in the face so much.
Yeah. Do you know what
Yeah.
that tends to do things to him, man?
Yeah, pretty
Being
much.
punched in the face for a living. Jesus.
And is it 100% power from Mr. Mike Tyson?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. That's what gets me. Cause think about that.
That sucks
You
so
know?
much, Dick.
I mean, he could just crack your skull.
Could literally just kill you.
This is, and he's
His
got a
neck
piece
would
of
literally fall
brass
apart.
on his hands.
There'd
Yeah,
be
you-
no face to punch.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'd be having some troubles. You know what? Fuck this toddler. I'll knock him out.
and
I'm playing that game.
I love the way you had to go at me for like, why do you punch a toddler? Now you're like, fuck the toddler.
Hey,
Oh man.
I
Oh.
know I'm not gonna hurt the toddler. Whereas Mike Tyson's he's gonna kill me. He's gonna fuck me.
See, now when you put it
Oh.
like this, it's.
You see, now you guys are starting to come over to my side, right? It makes a bit more sense.
Oh, fuck you. That's put me in such a bad position.
He's propelling a piece of metal into your face as fast as he humanly can. And this is Mike Tyson, so he is like on the upper edge of the human like capability.
Can I get some support on this question?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Well.
confer.
He's gonna go ask Sam.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but Sam's a very kind of like moral person. He's not gonna say, "Yeah, man, punch the fucking toddler." Oh.
Hey man, it's you or him. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Survival of the fittest, my friend.
Yeah. Do you know, it's horrible. Like, how would somebody force you into that situation where you had to choose, you know?
You know
I mean,
what?
okay, Callum, what do you choose?
Well, the person I then asked has said they'd rather die, you know, being punched in the face by Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson.
Wow.
Really?
So,
Well, you know,
yeah.
if they get punched in the face by Mike Tyson, that might just happen.
Yeah, that's a
exactly.
very
It's
very high
dream come
chance,
true.
very high probability that's what's gonna end up happening.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Who said
That's-
that? Mr. Sams himself.
Yeah.
What a legend! What a legend! I'm afraid I'm not as noble as you, Mr. Sam.
What do you mean not as noble? What do you mean not as noble? He fucking chose suicide to being punched by Mike Tyson. There's nothing noble.
Are you trying to
Yeah,
tell
there
me it's
is,
more
really.
noble to
No, that's
punch a
not.
toddler in the face? Really?
Sorry?
We're having this conversation?
Oh,
Fucking hell.
Come on.
oh.
I'll just give him a little love bump. Just a little, you know.
This is one of the one of the other situations where I'm surprised you don't have like armed police knocking at your door.
As well. Most police officers are pricks anyway, as far as I can tell.
Wow. That's
You know what? The ones
strong
I've come
words.
across tend to be alright, you know?
I've only come across a couple of all right police officers, but they can be very rude. I
I
don't.
know quite a few, and I'm related to some.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
Maybe
it's all right.
punching toddlers wasn't the best topic.
James knows almost as many as I do, so
Almost as many what?
police officers. Like, parents
Oh,
of friends and stuff.
yes, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
Well,
suddenly feel like
and you know what, my experience with them is they're really nice people.
Yeah, they are. Well, outside of work.
Yeah. I mean, surely you must come across a lot more in the city, though.
Who, I?
Yeah. But there are so many more people in your area. You know, you described it to me once. You're like, I don't have to go, I could throw like a tennis ball in every direction. And if you were then to like take the circumference of where I've thrown that tennis ball, there's going to be thousands of people. You know? Like, no matter how far, I think I can throw a tennis ball, I'm not going to get more than like 10 people. I think for Callum, maybe you can manage.
Maybe stretch like if probably near-ish to 1,000, but not nowhere near that many.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't know any police officers personally.
Yeah, I think it's different
None.
when you know them personally, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you see their better side, not the
Yeah.
I'm gonna smash your face in unless you put your hands over here sort of thing.
Yeah. Plus, I
I guess,
imagine
that
the
does make sense.
police officer in London, I can imagine they're pretty just pissed off of life in general because, they're in London, so.
Yeah,
How much crime do you usually see in London?
Oh, Jesus, that's a good. Well, actually, funnily enough, while I was at work the other day, I work in a shopping center, one of the largest shopping centers in Europe. Someone walked past the front door, and then we realized there was a little woman following him, beating the shit out of him while he was walking.
Wait, what?
And-
How?
He walked like basically into the center of the doorway, walking past the shop where I work. Just when he got to the middle of the doorway, some woman grabbed the back of his jacket and just started laying into him. And then he obviously turns around, starts trying to defend himself, and some other woman jumps in and
Wait,
starts beating the
what?
shit out of him as well.
This is not a normal thing. How does this happen?
I don't know, but like after a while, he just kind of Then some other woman came up and defended the guy.
Wait, what on earth did this
So-
guy do?
I have no idea. But then after a while, they kind of broke it up and just walked off in an angry state. But yeah, I have no idea what the hell was going on. But that doesn't happen too often. Maybe once every 2 months or so, you'll see something weird.
Still.
Maybe someone stole their word as originals or something stupid like that.
He's
When I say
pissed off
woman,
that
I don't
he's-
mean old woman. I just mean a normal, just a woman.
Right,
It's
okay.
Strange.
That's-
Very
Yeah,
strange.
I think in my head I was picturing like a bunch of old women, like you pissed
Yeah.
off the knitting club or something.
No, it was like a really young guy, and then just like maybe 19, 20-year-old girls just kicking the shit out of him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Wow. So they, they could be like a female supremacist gang or something.
They could have been threatened by Mike
You know?
Tyson, to be fair.
It was either beat the shit out of this guy or get punched by Mike Tyson.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, there was literally about maybe 300 people that could see them from their specific
That is
location. and
really.
Shit.
Wow.
that's what was weird about it. They just decided that a shopping center was a good place to just fight each other.
And like no security member went up and stopped it, or?
This whole thing lasted like 10 seconds.
Oh.
Okay.
It was literally just like.
Well, I guess
"Pow,
how do you
pow,
fight
pow,
back?
he-
Do that noise again.
Kapow. Kaboom.
It's like a Batman comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kapowie.
Kick.
Whack.
Kablang.
You whack. It's probably the
Wow.
least threatening, isn't it?
Did they have like bricks in their handbags or something? Did they have any
No.
kind of weaponry, or were they just?
It was just fists, just straight up fists. And the guy, obviously, he was more confused than anything, but he wasn't fighting back at all. He was just literally trying to defend himself because he was getting attacked by women, and he couldn't
You
hit
can't
back.
fight back and not be the bad guy, though, can you?
You just got to sit there and accept the pain.
See, now, if this had been a bunch of like 19-year-old guys beating up a young girl, this would be on like international news.
Oh, yeah, I'd have
Yeah.
been out that door straight away.
Yeah,
I'd have
exactly.
been cracking some skulls.
Yeah. I mean, wow. But because it was a young guy, people just kind of stood there and watched.
Yeah, basically. We all just assumed he'd done something really bad.
Yeah.
He
like, I
must
don't
have
know.
deserved it.
Maybe he like was sleeping with them all at the same time and they didn't know about each other. Right? You know, just imagine there'd be some sort of scandal behind it.
Something happened. Something definitely happened.
But it's the fact that another woman then helped the guy.
Yeah, I see. The way I saw it was that maybe there were two groups of people who had gotten into an argument, him and this girl, and then two other girls, and they just started hitting him, and then this other girl ran from like, I don't know, 10 meters away and just jumped in on it and started hitting the other girls, and it was weird.
And were they properly going at it like they weren't?
Oh,
holding back?
they were going for it. They were literally going for it. And then I'm just standing there
You
at
see
the
some
doorway trying to
weird
make
ass
sure.
shit in London.
Yeah.
My God, you would not see this in Eastleigh.
Yeah,
No, well,
it's
depends where, really.
Oh, yeah, I suppose everywhere's got its bad places.
Southampton.
Fuck you.
Crime statistics are higher in Southampton. Just saying.
Ah, okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, something happened. Actually, fairly recently. I told you as well, didn't I, James?
You might have, but you know what my memories are like.
I had a police manhunt go through my garden.
Oh yeah.
Ow.
I did. We had a police helicopter just like circling our house and a few others. And, you know, it was going around and we just thought it was a normal helicopter, you know, maybe looking for someone. But it was there for too long. I mean, you know, not really long amount of time, but it was like suspiciously long.
Yeah.
So we looked out and it was just literally circling, you know. So my dad called up the police and said, "Hey, is this your helicopter?" Blah, 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 blah.
It seems you've
And
lost the
they
helicopter.
said, yeah. You know, just in case. I mean, it could be.
In case they're lost.
No, as in it could have been.
Fuck are we?
Just posters around for lost helicopter.
You know what I mean. Fuck you guys. But you know, and then we were told that there were some ground units, you know, just going through people's gardens. And it was at that point that we saw like a few flashlights and stuff. And my dad went out, and he just heard some like rustling in next door's garden. And you know, a few of the people next door were away; they were on holiday, so it couldn't have been them. Right at the bottom of the garden, which is full of shrubs. So you know, as the policeman then walked through after that, like rustling, because we really just go on, you know, with the police and help find them. But it turns out two guys had stole a couple of mopeds and crashed, and then legged it. Really. Yeah, it just happened to be.
Wow.
Mm.
So when you saw the police helicopter and the policeman, did you flush your stash or just hide it?
Quick, hide the weed.
Yeah.
Callum
Well, we
does
had
live in
to-
that
it
kind
was-
of area. I'm just
We
saying.
were so close to being arrested as well. I mean, we walked around to check, you know, that it was the policeman around there. And, you know, we walk into the back garden, you know, knock on and say, "Hey, we're just going to have a look in your back garden." Walk in, and this policeman turns around and shines a couple of flashlights in our faces. And it's like, "Police." We're like, "Oh, shit."
What do you
we
mean
just explained
fucking
that.
police? It's my garden, bitch.
Yeah, I know. Well, they didn't know who we were, clearly. But,
Yeah.
yeah, that was fun, you know. Then going on a manhunt with them.
See, that shit never happens where I live. Just
That's because you got 4 people where you live. If they
It's
commit a
literally-
crime,
it's
you know
4
exactly who
people,
it
and
is.
then he's got probably about 40, 50 feet before there's civilization. You know, just any other form of life.
Well, I don't know. It's probably
In that
battles and
direction, yeah.
weasels and shit
You
everywhere.
go the other direction, you gotta go a bit further than that.
Yeah,
How much further?
Like,
half a mile.
Jesus Christ.
wait, no,
Yeah,
more than
well.
that. It's way more than that, unless you count the dairy farm.
Yeah.
The
10
dairy
has
farm, the
five.
dairy farm's 800 meters, which is 0.8 kilometer,
Mm.
which is half a mile. You were spot on.
Point made.
But you know, they're farmers. That's why I did my work experience.
In a farm.
Yeah,
With that
okay.
big-ass fucking
I shouldn't have said that.
No, of course you shouldn't have fucking said that. What? Really? I call
I
you a
like
farmer
where I live,
every
okay?
time we speak, and you tell me you actually did work experience on a farm. Really? Really,
Oh,
bro?
God.
Holy schnizzle.
Yeah, it was nice though, you know, because it kind of gave me an independence somewhere, and I could get there completely by myself. You know, I'd get on my quad bike, I'd quad bike down there. They gave me a parking space, which I thought was really nice of them. You know, I don't need a full one because it's a quad bike, but hey,
Yeah. That's badass.
That's crazy. Did it have your name on it?
No.
Served for Farmer James.
No.
Ah.
No.
Did you get to play with any chickens?
Excuse me?
Did you get to play with any chickens?
No. No. I wasn't.
No?
No.
Mm.
Here's
Because
what
I
I
had
Through to something else.
Here's what I do like though. They have like a huge like hangar which they put the cows in, right? There's like 300 cows in there in sometimes. So they you know, when it's time to like cycle the cows through and get them out, the cows, you know, they know the routine. So they know when they see a human walk in there and like lift up his arms, it's time to go. So when you walk in there into this hangar full of like 300 cows and you raise your arms like you're Moses trying to part the Red Sea, 300 cows, right? And cows, they weigh like nearly a ton, you know? You have just summoned like 250 tons of flesh to rise with your hands, and you feel like God. You know? It's great. The first time this sounds weird because what I'm actually saying to you is I walked into a barn and I was amazed by a bunch of cows moving, but but this was amazing to see 250 tons of flesh go, all right, it's time to go, because I moved my arms up. I'm like, holy shit, what else can I do?
Commanding your own little army of meat.
It's amazing. It's amazing because you do it and there's like, you could feel it in the ground because there's all this weight moving around and you're like, oh my God, what else could I do? This is great.
That's really kind of cool, actually.
It is cool, you know?
One of those little things in life.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
Attack my pretty.
There's one guy, there's the guy who milks the cows, and he's a bit of a, you know, he's not a guy you
Lunatic.
really want to talk to. This is a guy whose best friend is a cow, okay?
Wow.
He's an older gentleman, so
Lonely.
he's been doing this for a very long time, and he knows these cows better than he knows his children. Okay, these cows come in, and because when you're milking cows, you see them from behind. He can tell me what the serial number is of that cow, so they have like a little tag on their ear. Okay, now I'm not forgetting there's 300 cows. That's 300 different numbers. He will look at their behind, and he will tell me what number they are, and he can do that to every single fucking cow.
That's the most disturbing thing I've ever heard.
Is
in my
that
life.
not weird?
You know, take away the cow part and
Yeah, but I mean, and it wasn't even a trick. There'd be like a cow just out in the very back of the barn. He would have been looking away the whole time, and then I'll just point at a distance, and I'll be like, "What's that one's number?" And he'll be like 237. I'll walk up, lo and behold, it's 237. I'm like, "You told that just from his ass."
Do they have names, or are they just numbered like?
He has a name for 3 of them, but only because these
Wow.
3. But only because these 3 have compulsive diarrhea.
Really?
And as the man who milks the cows, he needs to be very aware of this.
Jesus.
Because think about
Christ.
where he stood.
So wait, they manually
yeah.
milk the cows as well.
No. You put the like electric pump. You do like 20 at a time, right? You cycle them into 2 files, and you put like these socket things on the rudders, okay? But
Yeah.
the problem is because they're on a raised surface. You know, they're raised because think about it. So you're stood up, and they're raised to such a point where your head height is where the rudders are.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the left and right in lanes of 10. And then you had got to attach these things, and they're facing outwards, okay? So that means their arses are facing inwards. Which also means when they need to go number 2, which is all the time, is exactly where you're stood. Now, if they've got compulsive diarrhea, you need to be aware of this, okay? If your workplace is stood, you know, at their dartboard, you need to know. Because this guy, he sees their number, he goes, "Oh, don't you go too near that one, you need to be around the side for that one." Why? Because she's got compulsive diarrhea, that's Moody.
Wow.
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
Moody the cow with
Yeah.
compulsive diarrhea.
And one of them is really, they're cows. I have a hatred for cows now. They're the most filthy animals you can ever hope to come across.
Explain.
They will shit where they sleep, and they don't give a fuck. And it will go hard and crusty on their backside and block up the next time they try to have a shit, and they don't care.
oh man,
It
First of
is.
all, thank you.
That's
It
rough.
is vile.
They're cows, mate. What'd you expect?
I expect some fucking hygiene. At least my cat cleans itself. The one that's not dead.
Wow.
That's the thing.
That's-
One of my cats died the other day.
The other day, and this is how quickly you just
Oh shit. While you're
it
away,
was
or?
Thursday. Am I right? Yeah, I'm fine. I was just surprised how quickly the body goes stiff.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
This conversation came from nowhere, by the way. This is I have no idea what to say here.
Oh, it's rigor mortis, I think.
Yeah, I'm aware. Thank you. But
well, here's the thing. Oh, my sister was a bit upset by this, so I kind of came out and said, "Well, what's wrong?" She said, "Oh, the Damo's died." So I was like, "Oh, where's Damo?" She pointed out the window, and the cat's there, laid half of its head like caved in, round the back of the house. So I went to go pick it up, and I picked it up, but I was like expecting kind of a dead floppy body, and I picked it up. And I was like, "Holy shit, this is like cardboard."
Yeah, to be fair, same thing happened to my rats. Head caved in. Why?
I'm pretty sure they got hit by a car.
Oh,
Ooh,
raw one.
Yeah.
that's depressing.
Yeah,
It's very
but
depressing.
the sad part about it is even though she got hit by a car, she obviously managed to stumble 20 feet behind the house after that.
That's even worse though. That's like
Yeah,
last stand, isn't it?
I know it's pretty upsetting to think about it because the only reason it's slightly, I don't know, I'm a bit weird with death. Like it doesn't really faze me, but at the same time, it makes you realize like holy shit, I'm holding something that was once living, and I knew it living. It's kind of a weird transition to go through because, yesterday this thing was like, I was holding it and it was reacting and breathing and eating and all this, and now it's like in a hedge. So.
I'm so close to tearing up. I'm gonna.
Really?
No,
I was gonna say because it's my cat and I'm fine.
James, why?
Why what?
Why have you done this to us?
What? It's a cat. Get over it.
Come on, it's supposed to be exciting. It's like the start of a new series.
Yeah, and you want to bring up your...
Okay, I was lying. The cat's not dead. The
passed
cat's
away
alive
and how-
and well, and in fact, it's had several kittens.
That's better. I like that.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah,
though I know 100% that's not true. Yeah.
That's
cool.
totally not true. It's dead.
New life. Perfect.
Yeah.
I think we better move on from this
I
now.
think we better move on immediately.
Yeah, we've had
We
a
went
lot of
from-
animal
we
death
went
here in the
from-
last few
Where the
days.
hell did we even come from?
I was thinking about that while I went silent.
Yeah, we've had a lot of
it's like-
animal death here in the last few days. I mean, we had a horse that we had to put down yesterday.
I heard about the horse. Well, what exactly happened with
God,
that? Did you
Rick.
find out in the end?
Yeah, so basically this horse had been sick for a while, so it was time to get it put down. I wasn't really, I mean, I knew it was gonna happen, I just didn't know it was gonna happen yesterday. And I kind of knew when I saw this lorry pulled up onto the drive, and it's a very distinctive lorry. It's a horse lorry that's not tall enough for a horse to stand up in,
Ouch.
which gives it away
Never a
what
good
it's
sign.
actually for. And it's kind of got a winch on the side of it. So, it came out. My mum was quite attached to the horse, so she said her goodbyes. They gave it the injection. A few minutes went by, life slowly seeped out of it. They winched up, put it into the back of the thing, and drove it off.
To the glue factory.
I think it was dog food, but I'm not sure. I'm kidding, by the way.
So when I said let's change the topic, what you've done is
Made it worse.
essentially the exact same
Coming
topic.
to burgers near you.
Oh,
Oh.
nice. Mackie D's.
Oh, yeah.
Or hopefully not Tesco's or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Although it's happened before, enjoy your
yeah.
lasagna, mate.
Probably is. It's probably in some lasagna right now.
I have to say though, it was really nice. I did have that.
Wait, are you serious? The horse lasagna?
Yeah, it was.
Horse meat's supposed to be nice.
It is nice. I mean, I read an article about it as well. I think we did it in English actually. But yeah, we were reading about horse meat and stuff like that, and they said, it's what we used to resort to in World War II and when we were rationing and things like that.
Yeah,
It's
that was
nothing
World War
new
II.
to us. But
To be fair, I don't get why certain animals can't be eaten. Like, unless it's gonna kill you, if it's meat, why can't you eat it? Like, people freak out about people eating dogs and stuff, but it's meat.
yeah,
It's
Yeah,
just
but-
like It's just like eating beef. Like,
I think
I
what's
mean,
the
if you had
difference?
stuff like rabbit before, I mean, that's really
Rabbit's
nice.
very nice.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
me, it's more of a thing of I don't like the horse meat thing doesn't bother me because I've lived with horses all my life, and if anything, I think I deserve to eat a bit of horse. But
Wow.
I've taken
Yeah.
enough shit from them, literally. And Callum knows exactly what I mean by that.
Yeah.
But with things like dogs, I think to me, if I knew they were like an intelligent species, to me that kind of throws me.
Yeah. If it's delicious and there's a high number of it, then I don't actually give a.
Cannibal.
That's a great idea. Okay, that's the only thing I wouldn't agree with is the whole cannibalism thing, because that fucks you up.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's a question actually. If you were starving on a desert island, you and a friend, let's say, somebody you know quite well, and they die.
I'd eat you
Fuck.
straight away, mate. If it was you, I'd eat you while you were alive.
James,
Fresh.
give me a hand. Why? Ow, fuck!
Yeah. Yeah, if it was life or death, I would eat a person, definitely.
Yeah.
Here's the
Well,
thing, like, if we're both, if I was like on a desert island with a friend and I knew that we're short on food and one of us is gonna die soon, I'd be like, dude, if I die, just eat me.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
if
I'd
one
say
of us dies, it's pointless the other one die. You know?
If it means though, what if it means you then eat them and you survive long enough to get off the island, then I'd do that. But if it means you just
Yeah, but
eat
you
them,
don't know.
survive a couple
You've
more
got to give them
days,
that
then-
chance because you don't know. You know, it could be 2 days after you die, and fucking merchant ship goes by and sees a smoke flare or something.
Yeah, fuck
You
it. If
know-
I'm hungry, I'll eat you. You
Dude,
know,
Yeah,
it'll get to the point where even if
Yeah.
the first couple of days you're like, nah, you know, eventually your brain's gonna start to go, do you know what? It's time to eat some human, and you would have, you know, if you're gonna do it sooner when it's fresh rather than later.
Have you guys seen Alive, the film?
No,
No.
but I've seen the cover on Netflix a few times.
Very old film about a plane crash where they had to resort to eating each other to survive, and it worked. It
Did it?
worked very well. They ate some people who had died in the plane and then walked like 100 miles to find help.
Wow.
And it's a true story as well.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You know,
Precise.
if half the people are gonna die, you know, then you might as well have it so at least the other half of the people have a chance to get back to their families. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's
if
only fair.
if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna be the first one to say, guys, enjoy, enjoy.
Yeah.
I want you
Right,
to
now
talk
here's
about
something-
stories.
Here's
Stories
something
of
that
my
you,
life. Go on, Cam.
yeah. Here's something that you might not actually see in, that you don't see in that sort of situation. But let's say, you get into civilization and think of it sort of as lost, and you've got all the families and they're waiting, for their, relatives to, I don't know, say come off the plane and, be with one another again.
Mm.
And then you've got those families there that don't see anyone get off the plane and they're just waiting, and let's say you've eaten that person they're waiting for. Then what's it like?
It's gonna be difficult. You know, I'm not gonna bring it up to them. If I did, I'll be honest. You know, I'm not gonna be like, I just thought I should let you know. But
No.
Tasted
but-
great.
yeah.
That's something that's going to be on your conscience for the rest of your life.
For me, it wouldn't be because, well, it might be, but it wouldn't be on my conscience any more than the fact that I have to get off the plane and see the families of a dead man anyway.
Mm.
It's probably gonna get me either way. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm a pretty heartless guy when I think about it, but
Is it really? Since your cat's died, and it literally sounds like you just couldn't give two shits.
Yeah.
I don't think it
Get your
liked
dog
me.
shits and a chicken
I
fuck.
I don't think it liked me. I'll be honest. The cat that's living right now, the one that's not dead yet, I like that one more
That's not very nice.
because it likes. I think it likes me more. You know.
That's fair enough, I guess.
So.
It's not, it's sad the cat's gone, but if you really didn't get on with it and you kind of,
Well, it's not true. I got
hated
on
it
with it
anyway.
sometimes. I just, sometimes it'd be like me and my sister sat on the opposite sides of the room, and they'll go sit with her, and I'll be like, cunt.
Wow.
Yeah, the cat just kind of stops in the middle of the room, looks left, looks right, and then goes to my sister. I'm like, yeah, fuck you too. So,
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Should we move on to something happy now?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
How about we do?
He's
Yeah.
got a happy
Yeah.
topic because I haven't.
No, not really.
Anybody got any funny stories, Bunny? Funny stories, Bunny?
Funny. Let me think. Well, I've been drunk for the past 24 hours. Not particularly a funny story, but it
That's
happened.
an interesting story, nonetheless.
Yeah, I had the gayest night ever. Me and 3 other guys sat in a room, played Xbox, and got drunk. Welcome to my life.
It's not gay. It's a lad's life.
Yeah, I guess. Except
No, don't take this away from him. It's totally gay.
It's gay. It's very gay. And then we woke up and went to the pub to watch some football game. I don't particularly like football, but there was drinking involved, so I went.
Yeah, I was gonna say, imagine if you're drunk, a lot of things start to look better.
Yeah. I don't particularly. I don't know. I don't know what it is
It's a
about
great
football.
philosophy to have, isn't it? You know, if it doesn't look good, just drink some more.
Not for me, because I don't drink. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're a pum.
Oh yeah. Well done, Sam.
What did Sam say?
He said, "Just remember, it's 5 o'clock somewhere in the world."
Perfect.
Nice shout, mate. That was good.
Yes, I do enjoy that. That's my philosophy on life. But Jesus Christ, what else has been happening? Let me think. Have you got no more topics, Mr. James?
I'm just trying to remember what I had. You leave me alone, all right?
I'm sorry.
It's great.
It's just ridiculous. So
Well, we have a
It's
guest
very
here. Is
nice.
there anything you'd like to ask him? There's no point me asking him because I know everything about him.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh
point.
yeah, actually, I do have something I would like to ask you.
Okay.
Tell me something embarrassing about James, please.
Okay, that's not what I meant, you see.
That would be
Oh,
great.
fantastic.
If you'd be so kind.
Where to start, really?
What do you mean, where to start?
Remember when James was talking about doing things on impulse,
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
like, you know, saying that our math teacher looks like, well, Gollum,
Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
and there are certain things that kind of come out of the blue, and they're really unordinary. So, we were at a party, you know, just another friend's party, and I don't know what James had, because whenever he has something sugary, he goes fucking mental.
That's not true. That's genuinely.
You don't remember what happened on the ski trip.
That's
You
because
had a
it was
glass of
like
Coke.
3 years ago.
Did he elbow someone in the face by any chance?
No, but like when we got back, you couldn't remember. All you had was a glass of Coke, and you saw these photos. It was like The Hangover.
By the way, that wasn't a disco.
No, that was a fucking nightclub.
Yeah.
They claimed it would be a
You were
disco.
like, yeah,
but
let's go to a disco. This is not a disco. This is a nightclub.
You don't
I
have
was like-
someone.
I was like 14, dude.
Yeah. But you don't have someone like on the counter, then breathing fire.
Yeah,
From
exactly.
vodka.
When they start like, you know, like flipping bottles from like 10 feet up, catching them, then breathing fire. It's like, yeah. Okay.
But anyway, at this party, so I'd gone and hang around with a few other people, you know, and saying hi and things like that. And I just walk into the living room of this house party, and there's balloons about. And James just finds this pump, you know, picks it up, looks at it a little bit, moves it in and out, and looks at this balloon. So this is when I walk in, and he just bends over and starts pumping this balloon around the floor, as if it's like some sort of game, like one of these random things he does on impulse.
This was at a party.
Yeah, so it was in front of like, I don't know, 10, 15 other people. And he was just there, like acting
It's-
like a complete
It's
lunatic.
hard to it's quite hard to describe the action I was doing. But
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
kind of
realize
is.
I was
You saw-
doing it until I kind of like I like described the way I was stood because I think that's what makes it obscure.
You were like arched over. It was like your legs were all straight and your back was sort of horizontal with your arms down, like pushing this balloon along the floor.
Yeah.
Like a
So
6-year-old who
basically,
had a
there
stroke.
was like the balloon on the floor, and I was like pumping air at it to move it across the floor in directions. And I didn't realize, but for like
Chasing
20
it.
seconds, I've been like chasing this balloon, pumping it around the room, all across the floor in different directions.
I'm just there standing at you, like, what the fuck are you doing?
In my head, I was like playing a game of football or something, you know. But I kind of got to a
Totally
point
how we
where
play football.
Callum just kind of went, "James, what are you doing?" And I kind of looked up, and went, "Oh shit, what am I doing?"
And this was for 20 seconds in the middle of a party.
Yeah. dead in the middle of a party.
Okay.
But there are
James-
plenty of other stuff as well. So
James, you're a weird cat. You're a strange one, you are, Alan. I don't know how to take that story. That's it's not quite at that level where it's insane.
It's
But
just
but it's quirky.
there was so little point
Yeah.
to what you were doing that it almost makes it insane.
yeah.
don't
I
really know.
wasn't really sure which story Callum was gonna go for there, because
there's a few others I
in
could
my
go
head
for.
there was the balloon one. There was like the tuck line thing.
Straw.
Oh, there was a straw. Yeah.
That straw thing. That's what we keep referring to. When we have our moments, we refer to it as each other's straw moment.
Okay. Am I allowed to hear this straw story?
Well, it's nothing really dramatic. It just happened to be that it happened twice in a row. You know, just subconsciously. So, you know what Capri Suns are, you know.
I do indeed.
So he had one with his lunch, and he was there, and we were just talking in the crowd, and you know, it was his turn to talk. He talks, and then he stops, and you know, we're all still talking, everything like that. So he's looking at everyone. He get his straw, you know, takes it out of the packet, stabs it, and misses, and drops it. You know, that's kind of normal. Make sure nobody sees. Picks the straw back up, punches it again, drops it.
Wow.
So I see, and he's like, right, okay. You know, he's like, oh shit, okay, you didn't see that. Picks the straw up, stabs it, properly this time, goes to put it in his mouth, and misses again.
What?
Straight into his cheek.
Are you serious?
So
Yeah.
I had like a drink which he drank from a straw from, right? And I missed my mouth. That's what happened. I missed. And it's one of those moments where you just kind of subconsciously do it, and in your head like, oh please God, I hope nobody saw that. And then I looked up, and Callum's like grinning at me, and I'm like, oh fuck.
It's like, yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I do like the way Callum's choosing subtle things though. That's rather nice.
Yeah, I was waiting for. Oh yeah, this one time with this chick, you know, who just started smearing shit everywhere, and then that's what I was expecting. I didn't expect just these little
Well, they're
stories.
little things,
just...
but they all add up into this great big sort of.
Yeah, there are big things though, but I mean, I'm not sure how you'd rate them.
Well, what would one of the big things be? Just say like a word. Just trying to think.
When people push in front of me in lines.
elbow to
fuck
the
hell.
face.
Yeah. Man.
Hold on, I think I've actually heard of this one before.
Yeah, I
In
think
fact,
you have.
I'm 100%
No,
sure.
he hasn't.
I've
You
this
haven't
one
heard of
before.
somebody pushing in front of me in a line.
Are you sure? Didn't you punch someone in the face for that?
No.
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 You
Oh,
kinda
the
got
guy
them in the headlock and slam their head against the wall.
Oh wait, yeah, of course.
Yeah, yeah. A little.
No.
It's
The
like in
guy
the
I
ear
went
below,
in the face. To
like
be
that.
fair, he does. I mean,
But-
the look he gave me.
Means he deserved broken jaw.
I missed this, so James is really the only one who can tell you this.
Who was there? Who was there? No, you were there.
I was there for the aftermath when everyone else came over.
What, when I elbowed the guy in the face?
I missed that bit.
No, you weren't. You were there because you're the one I pointed at.
No.
Guarantee
no.
it. What are you talking about? The
Sam
tuck
was there.
thing?
I was eating lunch with Abby.
Nope. This was
Yeah,
after
I
school.
was. Oh, you're on about that time?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it happened twice.
Uh-oh. I
Yeah,
didn't know there was two occasions.
So we were after school, and yeah, Sam, you did miss this, but so there's these kids, and they're friends of the first time that happened that I explained a little bit earlier, or just now really. They're friends of this guy, and they're just staring at James and knocking on the window. So James just ignores them for a bit, and you know, they keep doing it, and then we look over and they point at James. James still has his back to them. So they keep knocking on the window. And James turns around and says something. I forget what you say, James, but what was that?
I think I said, come outside and talk to me. Very
Something
politely,
like that,
might
yeah.
I add.
That
And,
sounds far too
wow.
reasonable for you.
I was very polite. No, I was genuinely polite.
Yeah, bullshit.
But you looked like you were about to bash his face in.
What do you mean I looked like I was going to...
You
People
were
seem...
going bright red at that point. It's like you fueled up and you were just going to like
You're making me out to be like some angry person. What is this?
Wait, this is the story where you went in and inspected his head after elbowing him in his face, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't understand how you have any defense here, Mr. James. You say, "Oh, you're making me out to be some violent guy." Well, yeah, you went in and elbowed him.
But it was justice for what he did.
He knocked on the window, James, trying to get your attention. So you went in and kicked 7 shades out of him.
Is that how you describe it, Callum?
Yeah, pretty much.
Perfect.
He was like, he ignored my request to come outside when I asked him to.
He's not your slave.
I'm not his.
He's not one of your cows that you can just command.
No, but he is a knobhead.
Yeah, to be fair.
Point made, really.
Sometimes people just need.
So here's the thing, like, people often tell me when I just walk past them, they're like, in the morning I'll see them and they'll be like, James, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong. Well, you look angry. Well, fuck you. That's my normal face.
See, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, but I get that. Usually from Anne.
And
I'm like, why do you say that? And Anne's just like, you just have a naturally angry face. And I'm like, oh, do I?
Well, there's a point then, isn't it?
I kind of have my moments of violence. I have them.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
Many. Sorry.
Yeah, it's.
It's all good. At least no one's fucking with you. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
I wish I started fighting earlier in my school.
You know, I'd like to say that's true,
enemies,
actually.
But no enemies that will actually physically go over and start a fight with them.
Yeah.
One, because they're all pussies, and two, they're scared. And, I guess anyone would be. They're just stupid enough to pick a fight with you.
Yeah. I mean, when a guy's blowing a balloon around the fucking party, elbowing people in the face, it's the kind of cat you stay away from.
Do you know, I'd like to say that, though, actually. Because it tends to be, there are a lot of people who I know don't like me, but they really don't do anything about it. Like, it's not like I don't give them the opportunity. I present it to them.
Just because someone doesn't like you doesn't necessarily mean they want to physically fight you.
No, but that tends to be the precursor to why they didn't like me.
Because they want to fight you.
This particular group... Oh, I don't think he... Okay, Callum, can you explain the line thing?
Okay, so... It was just, because James is a prefect and he has this responsibility, and he should just sort out anyone that really does wrong. And there's these bunch of kids that kind of push.
It wasn't even that. I was just in the queue and hungry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just come out of PE, man.
Oh, fair enough. That's even better then. But yeah, he's waiting to get food and everything, and then these arseholes just pushing the line right in front. You're probably about midway through the line.
It's a big line.
And it's probably about a 30, 40-foot line. And full of people. He's sort of midway through it, and there's about these kids. I don't know how many there were.
2.
You, like, just 2 kids.
Originally.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, that's not how it ends. We know, but.
Yeah, just 2 kids. Push in front of the line, and he's just there. He's like, well, that's not right. So I guess you get out of the queue, because this is the bit that I haven't seen. So if you want to explain it in more detail. Because this is just what I've heard.
I'll explain this bit. So yeah, they didn't actually push in front of me directly. They pushed 5 people in front of me. Because to be honest, people don't tend to just walk in straight in front of me. Because
really,
I wonder why.
I don't know. Maybe because I'd like to think Willis has part of the reason to do with that.
Oh God.
I kind of think he has that vibe about him, and also I'm a bit taller and a bit bigger than most people anyway.
Of course, it's to do with Willis.
We're talking about the jacket, aren't we?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Willis the jacket. That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, not the bag or the other bag.
You have bags called Willis?
Yeah.
Perfect.
He's got 3 things called Willis, and one of them died, and he wants to give it like a Viking burial. It's great.
Want to whittle.
Yeah.
Await a Facebook invitation, my friend.
What died?
I can't wait for that.
This is an object that died.
Yes, it's a bag.
One of your bags died, and you're going to give it a Viking burial.
Yeah.
No, not
Well,
a burial.
not really a Viking burial. Stick it on a pallet, light it, cover it in like quad bike fuel and light it on fire.
And then push it out to sea. Well, it's not going to be sea. It's going to
No, like a river,
yeah.
a stream.
So you're going to set something on fire,
Uh-huh.
and then release it down a stream,
Yeah.
and just hope you don't set fire to the entire thing.
That's exactly what I thought, yeah.
What is wrong with you?
It's a small stream. It's probably going to go like 2 feet and then bottom out.
Yeah, probably.
But
But
it's
there's
the
always a
thought-
chance it just floats about 10
it's-
feet down the stream and lands in a bush, and that's it. Forest fire.
No, it's too wet here for that. But no, it's okay. So they pushed in like 5 people in front of me, and I'd seen other people pushed in, and I'm usually pretty tolerant. Callum, shut up. And
Yeah.
so they came in front of me, and I was like, do you know what? No. So I went up to him, and they weren't. Oh, I don't know how big you'd say they are. They're probably a normal size person, I guess. I don't know, but I'd say they're a bit shorter than you, aren't they, Callum?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about the same height as you. I mean, you just
Yeah.
shot up recently, but I'd say like maybe 5'6".
No, they weren't 5'6". They were like 5'9". The original guys that you weren't there for.
Sorry, James.
No, they were like 5'9".
Mm.
I'm just
James
trying
is
to paint.
basically bullshit. He
paint-
punched a toddler in the face. And,
No,
he's
no,
trying to
but
make it out.
Well,
the
they were
point I'm,
shorter than
I'm
us
just
anyway.
I'm just trying to describe him accurately, so I don't get called a racist in a minute. Okay, so
Oh, so
Yeah,
you're
he was
racist.
black.
Perfect.
yeah, okay,
So
so
what
he
you
was, because I basically don't want to make the story out to be I got in a fight with a little black kid, because that's not what happened. Okay,
That is what happened.
not what happened.
Might be
Totally what
exactly
happened.
what happened. It sounds like that might be precisely what happened.
Okay, that's kind of what happened. And but there was a white kid with him. Okay, so it kind of balances it out here. And they pushed in front of me. So I was like, do you know what? No, I'm hungry. I want that panini. I want that slushy. So I went up.
Slushies at your school?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
No
So-
way.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Are you
So-
for real?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you pay
and
using
I've
your
got stuff
fingerprint
like
as
that.
well.
You know
It's
what?
like the fucking future.
My life is bullshit.
Yeah. So I went up and I was very polite. I went up and I put my arm around him. Just like a buddy saying hello to an old friend, and I kind of put my arm around him and I
To a
said,
kid,
"Oh, what's your name again?" He went, "Oh, my name's Ben." Oh, okay, Ben. So he didn't realise this, but as I had my arm around him, I was kind of walking him out of the queue towards the back of the queue, but he didn't realise it. But his other
Slimy.
friend just kind of naturally followed. So he's got on with me, and he thought I was being all friendly, so he smiled and stuff. I'm like, "Ben, yeah, cool, Ben. All right, Ben, let me tell you a little story." So, Ben, I've been here for about, 5-10 minutes now in this queue, and I tell you, it's pretty warm today, isn't it, Ben? He goes, "Oh, yeah, man, it's real warm." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And, I've just come out of PE, so I'm pretty warm. And by this time, I've reached the back of the queue. And I've placed him there. I've kind of got one hand on each shoulder there, looking straight at him, just like kind of straighten him up, like, "Yeah, there we go. Stand there. That's about perfect." And I went, "Ben, I've been in this queue a damn sight longer than you, and you just pushed in front of me. I don't feel too good about that. So what we're going to do now is you're going to stand there, and I'm going to fuck off back to where I was in the queue, and you're going to stay there. And that's what we're going to do. Are you good with that, Ben? You sure? Okay, great. Bye." And then by this time, he kind of went, and kind of like clicked. And then he went into like, I don't know, just what kind of chavvy people do. He went into, like, "You what, mate?" And then he squared up to me, which is weird because I'm a lot bigger than him. This is kind of like a terrier squaring up to like, like a, I don't know, just like a Labrador or something. It's kind of like, "Well, what you doing?" And then there was 2 of them as well. And then all of a sudden my head kind of went, "Oh shit, I don't want to be called a racist because there's like 2 black kids in our school, and that happens to be the one I'm in a confrontation with right here."
So, let me guess. You punched the white one first.
No,
Just to make it
no,
clear.
because
it
the other
wasn't a
black kid
racist
is my
attack.
friend, and he came over to give me racial support.
Oh, see? That's
As
why
l-
you need a black friend.
Literally, yeah,
Racial support.
literally what happened. He came over.
Not
it-
just because they're a good guy.
Yeah.
Just for racial support.
Yeah,
man.
literally. He's got a guy. He's got Chris, and he came over. He's like, "No worries, man. I'm your racial support." And I'm like, "Sweet, I'm good." So then we kind of stood there, and eventually he starts pushing me. I'm like, "You don't want to do that," and he keeps pushing me. And his other friend is pushing a guy called Jack, Jack's a huge guy. He's like 6'3". And then he pushes me one more time. I'm like, "Okay then." And then I went up to him. I kind of slapped him round a few times, put my arm over his neck, threw him on the floor, picked him up, and then slammed his head into a concrete wall. And then after that, he kind of got up off the floor, you know, like, you know, he looked surprised, and I was kind of like, well, you did push me and push in front of me, and now I haven't eaten, so you kind of deserved that. And then he came up and he went, would you do that to one of my mates? I'm like, well, if they pushed in front of me, yeah, I would. And then he went away, and then he came back with how many people?
Probably
like 20 or
a
30.
good 15.
No, it was,
really?
maybe 20, I'd say.
Yeah.
There was a lot of them.
20 people. And then
I
what
am
happened,
with
Chuck
friends.
Norris?
And then what happened? They came in and they literally like just kind of boxed us in a corner, I want to say.
Well, yeah. I mean,
But
we
I don't
sort
think the
of
guy
hang around at
realised.
that
Like
corner,
I
so-
had a group of friends like 15 feet away the whole time who were just kind of watching and laughing because
Yeah.
I feel like my friends know where I'm at. They're like, he's alright, he's got this. And
Yeah. If I saw one of my friends getting surrounded by 20 people, the last thing I'd be thinking is, he's got it.
No, and that's no, that's the thing though, because I was over with everybody else, and this happened. Callum had got there by this point.
Yeah.
Mm.
it
So yeah,
was-
we're all kind of together. There was like 10 of us, 20 of them, but you know, I'd like to think half of it was Callum's beard that intimidated them. Because if you don't know, Callum has a nice beard, but it's very
I
weird.
don't anymore.
It's grown. Oh, have you got rid of it?
Yeah, I have. It's gone now.
You fucker! I told you not to do that.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, guess he's going into a wall next.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Jesus.
Punishable by wall intervention. My God.
Why did you do that?
Real men don't shave, Callum. Come on.
Oh, because it was just like.
I will
looked
say
like
this:
pubes on
Callum's
my
very
face.
unfortunate, where his grows a lot under his neck.
It's just
So
a
he
full-on
kind of,
neck.
you know, like the other day when I saw him, he kind of had like these 3/4 inch, kind of like a brush under his neck, you know. And I'm talking about like if you imagine like the tassels on a brush, you know, like 3/4 of an
Yeah.
inch all across his neck and under his chin, and it does look kind of itchy, which I'll give him that.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, but you should have left the, you know, the upper stuff.
No, because no, I shouldn't. Well, it's gonna get thicker now anyway. Just think of it like that. It's gonna be better.
Hmm.
How
Anyway,
long, how
continuing
long
on
would
the
it take to
story.
get back? How long will it take to get back to what it was?
I don't know. I mean, I can already feel it. So
Yeah, so it's usually what, about a weekish until it's back to what, that maybe a week or two.
yeah, a week or two until it's back to that.
Okay, good. Okay, so I want you to have like the.
I don't want to sound all professional here, like, yeah, I grow beards for a living, or
No,
anything
but
like
you're,
that.
You're pretty good at it. You're pretty good at it. You know, suffice as, you know, a 16-year-old can. You're pretty good at it.
You're probably better than me. I've got
He
a
is better
pube
than
face.
you. Yeah, his is you know, it's I want to say it's a bit like thicker than yours, Bunny.
Yeah, I can't even grow a beard yet. I don't know if I'll ever be able to grow a beard.
Oh man, that's depressing.
It is very depressing.
He does a very good mustache.
Who does, Mr. Callum?
Yeah.
This I need to see. I'm sorry.
Well, I did have a very good mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well,
But
it's
yeah,
great.
we're talking about beards, okay? Because Callum was threatening someone or something. I don't remember. But yeah, carry on.
Can't remember what, oh, what, when they're like 30 people? Literally, it kind of got there. They stood there and, like, they literally, we were kind of teasing them and stuff. Like, it, you know, it didn't really. I think Callum, I think it worried you a bit because I don't know if Callum is like this. Callum's a guy who would never get in a fight.
No.
He's
I
a
mean,
very, very peaceful guy. You
the
know?
pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah. You know?
Callum, you've
And it's
just gone
not-
up a notch in my book, my
And
friend.
it's not because he's this small, weedy guy. It's just he's a very, I want to say, a tranquil sort of person.
How did you describe it? You said, I'm the sort of guy that if you left me for like a day with a load of stoners, I'd suddenly become their best friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Well, that already happened. You do already have a huge big group of friends. So,
Shush.
you know, I met one of them, and then he
Yeah.
just decorated your bathroom in sick. So.
Yeah, don't go on about that.
What?
Birthday party, house party.
Oh,
He
of course.
completely destroyed your downstairs bathroom.
Because we had a lot of coke. Mhm.
Okay, you should have chosen something. You should have said lemonade, mate, because now all I
Oh yeah.
is you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coke of the cola variety for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Smack.
But yeah, he did a good job of ruining your bathroom.
Yeah. My dad and me were in there for quite some time. Just
Scrubbing
serious?
out.
It was that bad.
Yeah,
Man.
it was bad.
He'd missed. So he didn't get it in the bowl. He got it on the side of the bowl, which then means it bounced off everywhere.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Down the walls.
Nice.
And
He
just the downstairs
properly
loo.
chundered.
Kind of narrow. It got everywhere. Close to being on the ceiling.
Oh, Jesus. That's just lovely.
Yeah.
I was just in the other room eating chicken nuggets or something. It was great.
Yeah. Little chicken sliders.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure I was singing to Weird Al. Because I did that for a while.
And trying to get rid of your headache.
Yeah, when I first got there, I had a headache, so I kind of stood around for a while in the kitchen eating. I think what was it?
That was about when the pizzas arrived.
Yeah.
But anyway,
then a shit ton of pizzas came up, and then when I was better, I went and then I sung Weird Al for like an hour and a half. That was great. I was just like sat on the sofa. I plugged my phone into your stereo or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was playing, like, I listen to, like, music which most people my age probably don't listen to. And,
AC/DC and...
Oh, I think AC/DC is quite a common one. I think it was the rest of the stuff that I was listening to, like Come On Eileen and Queen and shit.
Yeah. Queen. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Like, a lot of people don't know, you know, like, all the words to Bicycle, Flash, you know, things like that. Whereas I do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I went through like a year period of only listening to Queen.
Yeah, Queen can do that to a man.
Queen is just amazing.
Yeah.
Very good.
Bohemian Rhapsody, dude, I can rock to that all day.
Oh my God, literally
Mm-hmm.
buzzing.
Yeah,
Every time I listen to that, I just want to go out, do something.
exactly.
Do something productive.
Bohemian
Yeah.
Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody got anything they want to talk about? Since we're done making me look like a dick.
Oh,
Well,
we're
we
not
haven't
done with
finished
that
the story yet, have we?
Yeah, I mean, what happened to this story? All I know is 20 guys surrounded you, and then that's where you want to end. Like,
Yeah. Well, so each one sort of squared off a different person. So, you know, James was with that guy. He originally smashed the head on the wall.
No, it wasn't him. It wasn't him. It was like I don't want to say names, but
Just some other kid.
the particularly greasy, large-looking.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
kid, you know.
And then Jack, the really tall one, was squared off with another guy, and Kieran was squared off with another guy. And it's going on for like a few seconds, you know, just staring each other off. And then Chris, the other black guy, comes out of nowhere. He just jumps in the middle and like almost pushes like James and Kieran out of the way, and starts going,
I
"I
like big butts and I cannot lie.
It's great.
It was
He's
just
just like,
great
smacking his
tension
arse in
break.
front of them, completely
Yeah.
breaks the ice.
He
and
came in
then-
and he literally started waving his arsehole in front of like 20 guys who were ready to beat the shit out of someone.
It was great.
But it threw them off. It threw them off. They didn't know what to
Didn't know where
do.
Go. Yeah.
Yeah.
that sounds amazing to me.
Oh, it was incredibly brave. Nothing about it. But, you know, he could quite easily have taken a foot to his arse, but he didn't. And, you know, it just kind of dispersed the tension and they just kind of didn't know what to do. We were all
They
pissing
ended up,
ourselves laughing.
You know,
And in our group as well. So like the area they kind of like circled us off from, like the group we hang around with was like, I want to say it's like 40% guys
Yeah.
and then
that's it.
60% girls. So all the girls kind of retreated to like the back area, but obviously they're on our side. So you know, obviously they were laughing along with us when Chris did this whole thing, and then they're kind of what I'm gonna call like the ringleader of the other group kind of comes forward and he goes, "Yeah, you're all uglies anyways." And in my head, I'm like, really? That's not really going to
Best
get
thing
you
you
very
can
far
come up
now,
with.
is it? You know? I kind of think when you insult like one girl of a group, you've just blacklisted yourself from a huge group of people without even realizing it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? Like you often see that meme for girls. It's like, my best friend doesn't like you, so I don't like you, because that's just how we roll. So
Yes, very
yeah.
true.
But and I feel like it as well when they all kind of got ridiculed by girls, that kind of doubly hurts them. But yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. Go
Now,
back to
since
that
we're on
corner
this
and sniff your
subject-
crack.
What?
Yeah, that's the type of group we're talking about here.
Oh, nice. So dickheads, basically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
just pure.
The type that turn up to an
Twat.
exam still sniffing the top of their wrist
Wow.
and
Yeah.
late
I never got that. What is that? Why do people sniff the top of their wrists?
because that's where they
Where-
put flour.
Yeah,
Really?
that or on a table, but it's kind of awkward to carry a desk with you into an exam.
Yeah. I imagine they still maybe got some in their nose still, so they just trying to like clear it out or whatever.
Fucking hell. Kids these days. Since we're talking about this, I want to ask, and I already know James's response to this, but this is specifically for Callum, essentially. What do you think deserves violence?
What do you think? You know my response to this? Fuck you.
'Cause your response is anything, mate. Anything.
No, it's.
If you look at me funny, I'm gonna fuck you up. If you
I
don't
don't
look
think
at me
that's
funny,
entirely
I'm
true.
gonna fuck you up. It's pretty true.
How do you wouldn't know?
I know enough from the stories I've heard.
Well,
No, I'm only messing. You can answer the question if you want, James.
I don't. Fuck you.
No, no, but I would like to hear. Come on.
No,
let's
let's
hear
hear.
it.
I want to hear Callum's first because
Yeah, so
I'm
do I.
pretty sure I know what it's
Right.
going to be.
I don't really know. It depends. It can't be something verbal, really. I wouldn't say.
Mm.
It's like, unless they're admitting to doing something, and
Yeah,
then
true.
that it sparks up, violence. If it was just like your sister's ugly, then it's a bit like, well, why are you looking at her?
Or my
Why are you
response.
interested?
Or
You know?
my response would be, yeah, I've known that for a while.
Oh, nice.
By the way, that's literally my response.
wow.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, we've we've heard comments like that. Well, from James.
I was going to say, I'm the one who starts it.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. To
Yeah.
start violence.
If I was to say anything about Callum, honestly, I've never actually seen Callum be violent.
No, you.
I've never
haven't.
actually seen him be verbally. I've seen him be verbally defensive, and I'm pretty sure he knows the situation I've got in mind right now as well. Because somebody kind of stitched him up for something.
but-
I think you know what I'm
Oh
talking
yeah,
about here.
more than once.
Yeah.
That's happened again, but with
Yeah,
someone
and
else.
he gets very defensive about that. But he doesn't get physical in any way. He just
No,
gets
no.
very political
I get
about it.
really pissed off. Actually, it works me up. If you're willing to go punch someone, then make that happen again, and then yeah, all right, whatever. I'll do whatever you want.
Give me a random, because obviously I'm guessing there's something here that you guys can't say on the podcast, but give me some kind of similar situation, something on the same level that.
Well, I don't.
I think maybe to put it very, very vaguely, because we really do have to keep this one vague.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if anyone we know watches this, then they're gonna know exactly what we talk
Yeah.
about.
Somebody you trust, might
Doing
spread
something untrustworthy.
spread something that is not typical of somebody you trust. Which
Spread
can,
something
you know-
true or not true?
not true.
Ah, okay.
Which
Yeah, well, that
can
pretty much
create-
sums it up.
which-
Yeah.
Very quickly creates a public view which is based on a lie.
Which I found out is still going on. Actually, I found out someone actually believes it still.
Is it that you're a woman? Because I heard that.
Yeah,
That's reached all the way up here, man. / down here. Are you guys further south of me or further north?
yeah, we're further
Oh,
south. We're
south?
Southampton.
Ah, yes.
Take a ferry to the Isle of Wight. That's how south we are.
Yeah, in that case.
There's a reason why I live in Southampton,
Yeah.
not
True.
Northampton. But anyway, yeah, it's rumors that got spread because I disagreed with something and confronted someone. Then that person spreads a lot of rumors.
Oh god, we're gonna
yeah,
change topic. I can hear him getting worked up.
Well, you don't need to change topic.
Here's the
it's
thing
just-
with Callum, right? The thing with I imagine there's a couple of things I've done before which Callum's very unapproving of, and I know it because I've had some pretty unproud moments, and I say some things or do some things which I kind of wish I
regret.
hadn't done and
Um,
regret. Yeah,
Yeah, you,
and here's the thing, like Callum is like the one person I'm like, oh man, I let him down. Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah. Whereas if it's like, I don't want to say names, but other people I know, I'm just kind of like, yeah, well, they're addicted. But, you know. I kind of, Callum's kind of like he's kind of like my counselor in a way sometimes. You know?
Wow. He's just there for racial balance.
I like being seen as this sort of like sensei and, you know, wise and sits there and just soaks everything in.
Yeah, you and Francis.
Yeah.
Francis comes out with a very like, you know, statistical,
Philosophical and, yeah,
strategized
it's all very,
kind of, yeah,
very straight.
yeah. He's the smartest man you'll ever meet, but he's still. Have you seen the TV?
Robotic.
Have you seen the TV series Sherlock?
Yeah.
I haven't, I'm afraid.
Okay, well, he's
but that's the
Sherlock.
closest thing to him for anybody who has.
Yeah.
He's Sherlock. You know, he'll yeah, he's a very nice guy, and he never means bad. It's hard to describe. Hard to describe him.
Well, he's a robot.
He is a robot, yeah.
Let's just say.
Here's the thing though. He's like the heartthrob of like the school.
I don't understand. I really don't.
You got to understand if anybody's looks were gonna make you turn gay. I mean, he's high on my list. Just saying.
I don't know.
He is for me.
This is happening.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the thing.
You know.
Yeah. Oh god, it's even funnier if someone we know actually does watch this podcast.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's so good, Callum. You're
Brings us
legal.
back to the girl you like.
So good, Callum. You're legal.
Oh wait, hold on. Was there just a mention of some girl that James likes?
No.
There was.
Remember the last episode, episode 10?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was episode 10 anyway.
Yeah.
And James said that, you know, when you were talking about, are there any girls in your life?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, and then you know, James said, oh shit, I better stop talking. They might actually watch this podcast.
Yeah. Do you know who I'm talking about then?
I think I know who you're talking about. Actually, yeah, because that was the last time you got violent. I saw. It was to do with that. Yeah.
Well, snap.
Am I thinking right, James?
I can't remember the last time I got violent. Which one was that?
What?
There
Yeah,
you go.
before you went to Australia.
Oh, okay.
So Sam says calling out.
Man, that's not good that people can remember these things. Okay.
You can't. Yeah, that's
It's
even
because
more
the one
worrying.
telling me he got his head slammed against the wall.
Oh yeah. It's something you don't forget, really.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, James, I want you to answer the question. What, in your opinion, deserves physical violence? Really?
Look. There's two. When I introduce physical violence and when I think it's appropriate are two different stages.
Okay.
Go on.
Because in the heat of the moment, for some reason, I just
You do it spontaneously as well. As in,
and I want to
sometimes
say
you almost don't know you're doing it, but you do it.
yeah.
It seems like that.
It just kind of happens, I think.
But what
And then you're
usually
like, shit, I
brings
shouldn't have done
on
that.
this happening?
I don't know because it's different every time.
If someone threatens you, or if someone, it's almost as if someone makes a sharp movement towards you, you freak out.
You laugh, but that's true.
Yeah, that's
Really?
happened before.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Oh no!
But-
When people
Fucking
move fast
dangerous
around
man.
me,
It's
if people move fast around me, I don't know.
this brings me onto the paranoia bit, but it's
Oh,
like you're
shit.
always waiting.
You see what I mean about my counselor? Callum has diagnosed me with fucking paranoia.
Awesome. Very awesome.
But it's like you freak out at the littlest things. You said yourself that you can walk through a crowd of people, and you're like you're prepared for one of them to like pull out a knife and lunge towards you.
Yeah,
Like you said, you don't know who they are. So you can't trust them. It's
yeah,
just
but
like
you can't. I don't see what sounds odd about that.
because you don't have like criminals walking around everywhere.
Yeah, but the one time that you maybe, that you stop being aware and you stop thinking and being ready for something like that could be the one time it happens. And if you're in a crowd or an area of an increased amount of people, somewhere with a substantially large population in a small area, the chances of that go up they go up dramatically. That's not paranoia. That's just like, that's just like facts. Think about it.
I get it, but I would only get it in crowds of people because I hate crowds.
Do you know what? Me too. You see, he hates crowds too.
But to be fair, I just hate crowds because there's people everywhere. But it's not because I'm sitting there thinking which one of these fuckers is gonna stab me. Like it's more along the lines of I just don't like being around this many people. It's not productive for me. So it kind of stresses me out. But I kind of get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. With that many people around, there's bound to be a few bad eggs in the batch.
Yeah, exactly.
But why would they target you?
Why wouldn't they?
Because you're just a random person as well that they don't know.
Exactly. But, I mean...
What?
You know what's going to happen, don't you?
I don't know their motives, okay? That is something I'm going to have to ask them about after the fact.
You're going to be walking through a crowd one day, being paranoid, looking at all these people dead in the eye. Some other guy's going to be doing the exact same thing. You're going to catch each other's eyes and just start fighting. And it's because neither of you wanted to get stabbed. That's literally going to happen one day, I guarantee it. He's going to be thinking, why is he looking at me like that? Why is he looking at me like that? And you're going to be thinking
me and Callum spoke about this for like, what was it, like 40, 45 minutes? Something like along those lines.
Yeah, we missed. I mean, we were supposed to be writing an essay and we just like wrote a couple of words. Yeah. So
went through. How did it start? You were like, "Oh, could you ever live in this?" And I was like, "No." And then you were like, "Oh, my God, really?"
We were talking about when you went to Eurogamer, and you were talking about London, and you were saying how you were anxious, like walking near all the buildings. This is where it got to, building structure, and that they're all going to fall down.
For fuck's sake. I didn't say they would all fall down. I said
that you don't like
if you're around a large
or
amount of tall buildings, does it, you start to feel encroached upon, and the chances of something going wrong in one of their structures, especially in a city where many buildings are very old.
Okay, that's just paranoia.
I've
never, ever walked down the street and thought, oh my God,
I said this to you in London, buddy, next to you, when we were walking down the street, and I was like, whoa, these buildings are pretty tall, and you're like, yeah, they're houses with different things inside them. And I was like, yeah, okay. I said it to you. You were like, well, that's perfectly normal then.
You said to me these houses are tall, mate. You didn't say, oh my God, quick run, they might fall on us.
Well, where are you going to run?
While we're running, watch out for these people, because there could be a guy
away from the building.
To stab.
You can't, though, because you're in a very... I'm not paranoid, okay?
When was
why
the
are you
last
worried?
time
And if
you
you
saw
did,
a building collapse?
Man.
It was also about being in tall buildings, and there's a lot around it, okay? I'm not paranoid. I'm ready.
Are you claustrophobic? Because that could explain everything.
Yes, yeah, I am.
Yeah, because then crowds, they're going to affect you negatively.
It's usually a people thing.
But another thing, you don't like trains going under you.
No, that does get me.
That's
wait, hold on.
That's kind of I can kind of semi-understand that.
Yeah,
but...
that's the biggest thing I hate about London. Is I hated being in Eurogamer when I could feel the train go underneath.
Oh, you mean like, underneath, as in underground below you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't even notice that.
Because you're used to it.
I guess, yeah, it must be.
Well,
Also, there's a fucking fat train track right next to my house. Every time a train goes by, it vibrates the whole building.
Wow, yeah. I haven't got anything like that.
That's not great.
Yeah, there's nothing under my feet out there except for mud.
I've got another house under my feet.
See, I couldn't deal with that.
You couldn't deal with it?
No.
Are you afraid you'll fall through the floor?
No. Fuck you.
Like a trapdoor.
No. No, because there's a lot of people in a very close proximity to your house.
Yeah, the only bad thing about it, in my opinion, is the noise. I can't just blare music. Like every so
Oh
often,
yeah,
like, once
totally.
a month,
Oh yeah.
I'll just be
Mhm,
cleaning
yep.
or something, and I'll
Oh,
want to
yeah.
just blare it.
James, you such a fucking cunt.
What did he do?
He's just like, yeah, totally. I mean, fucking hell, James. You can turn your volume up to full. You can turn your subwoofer up all the way, and you can plug whatever you want, any kind of speaker you want on.
Oh yeah,
And
but do I
play
do
something.
that?
Yes, you did it the other day when I came around. You were just like, oh yeah, sit on this chair. You can feel it through your ass.
Wow.
Just like,
Wait, say that again. Wait, exactly.
Here's the thing: we have a really big, like a properly big surround sound thing with big subwoofers, and you can be sat in a chair that's like 8-9 feet away, and you feel like every tiny beat through this chair. But it's not like a little like, oh yeah, I can just about feel it. Like, no, you can feel it like somebody's like, somebody's like kind of whacking you on the back.
Oh snap! Okay.
It is a good sound system.
yeah, well, it's not so good when it's up that loud.
Well, that's
It
because
is
the bass.
great,
It's
but,
only
like-
because I turned the bass up to like 20% more than what it should be normally. But
Ah, so you just get that rumble.
oh yeah.
But yeah, that's the only negative thing about living this close to people. You don't have the flexibility of being able to do that.
Quite often
mean,
what I like to do is turn it up to full, open the patio doors, and you can still hear it halfway down in the field. Still hear it like 150 yards away.
See, I've kind of semi-got that. I'm not as close as Bunny, but I'm not as far away as James. I mean, I'm sort of in a detached house, sort of. I don't know.
I still don't
I
like
guess.
where you live.
You don't like it, no.
No, I
Too
told
many
you that.
people.
I told you that when we were there because I got lost trying to find your house.
That's because my house is down a private drive that you can't really see.
Yeah, but I knew the name of the private drive. I couldn't even find that.
It doesn't even have a name.
Well, that'll be
Name
why.
there, James. No wonder you got fucking lost.
Yeah, all right.
No, I
but,
meant. Oh, I can't say the name, but I admit there was like a name. You gave us a road name.
Yeah, I gave you. Yeah, right. Okay. Where I live is kind of complicated when it comes to finding roads because the road that
Yeah.
I live on,
Yeah.
there is another road that's
Yeah.
parallel to it. That's probably a
It's
good
a
half a
fucking
mile away.
maze.
That has the same name. So
The same name.
yeah,
It's a
they're, like,
fucking
joined by,
maze.
like an old road that
It's a
isn't there anymore.
Fucking maze.
We got this road near us. Oh god, I can't say the name, but okay, it's an Olympic themed road name. Callum, you know which one I'm talking about?
No.
Javelin Street.
An Olympic themed.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I can't find Kevin's house on that road.
Really?
I've been to it. I was at it on Thursday. I couldn't find it. I need him to come out and come get me.
I can just remember where it is. Like I've got a picture of where it is.
No, I can't even navigate that road. It's too built up.
Wow.
You will fucking hate where I live. Oh my.
I do hate where you live. I've
You
told
probably won't even make it, mate. I live literally about, let me think, 5-minute walk from the station. I can see the station from my house. I guarantee you'll get lost on the way here.
Man, you got to hold his hand. You just got to be like, come on, it's this way.
Come on, James. It's okay. They're not going to stab you. It's okay. They're just normal black men. It's fine.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh, sorry. Too far? Too far?
Maybe just a little
I
bit.
just don't like lots of people built up areas, and especially when the two things are put together.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's paranoia.
It's not paranoia.
That is paranoia.
It's
I guess. I don't know.
it's
You're still worried about buildings collapsing.
That, okay, that,
So-
the
that's
building
paranoia.
collapsing thing is a
Paranoia.
very, very minor thing, but surely it's got to be in the back of your mind too.
The only
No.
time I've ever thought about it is because I have a 24-floor tower block.
Oh
literally right
my!
next to me.
Fuck that! Fuck
So-
that!
It-
Me, this is almost exactly what Callum asked me about, like a city situation.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where I have thought before, if that should go down, it would bury us.
Yeah, it's one of those sort of things that keep you, when you need to go to sleep and you can't really. It's just one of the
Yeah.
things you think about.
And here's the thing. I don't think I'm so different from when you're walking down the street, right? In a build-up area, there's a lot of people walking left and right of you. You know that little voice in your head which kind of speaks to you to every time somebody goes past, which tells you, what that person could possibly have. They've got a big coat on, what could they have under that coat? And that voice is not such an unusual thing to people. I think that's just kind of your subconscious, part of your brain just keeping you aware.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to cause you any serious well, it might do, actually, thinking about it.
Look,
If you end up one day just stabbing some random person.
Yeah.
Because
here's
they
the
looked at
thing.
you.
I don't ever want to be in that situation in a built-up area, but, I purposely walk through, dark alleys around my area.
Purposefully. Oh, yeah, that's another thing, isn't it? There are so many things that I can talk about.
Wait, you purposefully... For what reason?
He's got a situation in his head that he's played out quite a few times, that he's even demonstrated of how he would react if, say, about 3 guys tried to mug him at once.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear it.
He wants to test it out.
Are we going to hear it? What is it?
Oh, you want to hear it? I can't. It really requires me to, show you it.
Okay. Is it literally one of those, right, so I do a spinning back kick and take this guy's head off?
No, it's more like making them scared and then doing some
here's the thing, right? I've got a couple things I want to try. One of the things I want to try is just make them think I just fucking escaped the loony asylum.
Yeah, that's a common one. That's one that works.
Yeah. It works. I want to try double.
Works.
Wow.
It's one of my mom's friends used to do it. Whenever people were walking towards her, some guys apparently were coming, literally surrounding her. She just started shouting at herself, and they just fucking scattered, just left.
That's fantastic. I love that.
All right, thanks.
See, my idea's like that, but I don't intend to just leave them there standing. Those fuckers tried to mug me. I'm gonna make it hell for them. If anything, I'm gonna somehow, remember their features, and I'm gonna find them.
Oh shit!
I live in a small area. That's a very possible thing to do.
Is this like that Harry Brown thing?
Oh, Harry Brown! What a great film.
Yeah.
If they tried to mug me and it doesn't work out on me, they'll just try the next guy.
True.
I might even circle back and walk through the alley twice.
Oh, snap.
Just walk through, my fingers flying. Hello, fuckers, me again.
I'm back.
Okay, now
You weren't ready for this one. And I brought my friend Poly metal fucking baseball bat.
Oh, see, that's one thing. That's one thing. I wouldn't call it paranoia, but I do have weapons here just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Literally within arm's reach.
Yep.
I have a baseball bat here that's seen a lot.
Oh, no, I'm completely with you on that, yeah.
You should see the fucking I honestly believe if I try hard enough, I can snap this baseball bat in half, just because it's in such a terrible state now.
No.
And then I've got the
whole
samurai sword
arm's
as well.
length thing, though, I'm with you with that. I mean, I lean over, open the door, and I'm good.
Guns.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've got close-ish to guns now.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Well, I mean, actually, today I even bought a proper one. It's great, full metal one. But I've recently got into airsoft. And
Airsoft is something I need to look into.
Oh my god, yeah. It's I love it. It's something I really need to follow up. I mean, at the moment I've got myself a pistol. And
Not just
I fucking
any
love it to
pistol,
bits.
though. This thing is like a full
Yeah.
metal. It is.
It's
unless you're literally a weapons expert, you couldn't tell this apart from a real pistol.
See, isn't that's a bit worrying for me?
I mean, it's
And it's
the
it
lower
uses
part of
gas
it's
to
plastic
propel.
and the BBs.
Yeah.
It's
And
it's the real deal.
Yeah, it blows
But-
back and it'll shoot BBs at 300 feet per second and things like that. It's good.
God damn.
And so is the rifle I got today. But
Oh, which one?
I got the ICS CXP 237. If you want to
Okay,
do that.
you're gonna have to
Okay.
describe that to me.
Give me a fucking
Okay,
second.
it's an AEG. It's like a full metal.
Oh
AEG.
right, it's full metal.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
my
apart from the
god!
handguard, like the
How did you get
pistol
that?
grip and stuff.
Okay. Say
And
everything
stock.
you just said again. All of those letters and numbers and shit.
Right. ICS
ICS
dash
dash
CXP,
CXP.
and then just put a space and 237.
2, 3, 7.
You know, I did actually invite you round today to come shoot that stuff.
When?
Oh, you left a voice
Holy
message.
shit!
Oh, I didn't get that.
This is some dangerous looking piece of equipment. What the fuck?
Yeah. I don't quite have a membership to like take it home at the moment, so I'm just gonna use it at the venues I play. But I love it to fucking bits, man.
Where are these venues?
How many FPS?
300. It's the same
Nice.
as my pistol
Okay.
because you can't have any more than 350.
Yeah, it's
in
electric.
CQB. Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
But I can always, because it's got kind of a short barrel, so I can always up
Mm.
it again,
Yeah.
which I really need to do.
Yeah, bring it around to mine. We'll get some cans and stuff.
We'll do. And my
Mine-
pistol, yeah, fucking beast.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to start bringing the sniper out, get you before you can get close.
Yeah, buddy.
He's actually scared of my pistol. It's funny.
All right, what's the pistol's name? I want to see this one now.
It's nothing special yet. It's WEG18C.
Oh, can I tell him about the? You know what I'm gonna say. Can I tell him about
Yeah,
it?
the name.
Okay. So he wants to like trick out this BB pistol of his, right? And to do that, he has bought so many accessories and things. He's got like metal sights and laser or halogen bulb lights or whatever. But the name of the barrel extension, the name that how long is the barrel normally?
I think it's like 5 inches or something like that.
So he has got the name of this part, which adds another 2.5 inches to the length of his barrel, is called. Are you listening, buddy? I need you to be ready for this.
I am indeed
The
ready.
name of the extension that adds another 2.5 inches to his barrel on his pistol is the compensator.
And you bought it?
That's exactly what I said.
Buy something called the compensator.
Well, it's not called the compensator. It is a compensator.
Ain't
Anything that goes in the end of a
better.
gun to make it longer is called a compensator.
That's
I couldn't
still
bring myself to do it, my friend.
compensate. I have ridiculed him for this for the last few days, but
Yeah, but he's got a
It
gun.
makes it look badass. It's like something.
yeah,
out of
I
Tomb
so
Raider.
have I. I mean, I've got a bunch of airsoft stuff still, but mine's just not as cool as his.
It's fucking crazy, bro. Well, to be fair, I just looked at the pistol as well, and it's a terrifying looking thing.
It's gas as well. You got to remember this thing is using compressed
Yeah,
gas to
it's,
fire these at you.
Actually, funny enough, so when Sam was around, we were shooting it down the hallway.
Oh, was
we
he
had a
gone
little
now?
cardboard box at the end, and because I got a 50-round magazine today when I bought my rifle, but I put it in, and we fired the whole magazine on full auto, and we fucked up the front door.
Hey.
Oh wow!
There's holes in it.
There's
What?
holes in the door.
There are holes in it. Well, it's sort of a plastic PVC thing that goes over the wood.
Ah.
Oh
And with
my
like a
God.
air gap in the between, so it hit the plastic and it all shattered.
Wow. Yeah. See.
Yeah, there's like probably 2.5-inch diameter holes in
dude,
the
if
door.
we're gonna do like an airsoft battle, I'm gonna be throwing rocks at you and shit.
Oh man, I can't wait for that. It's gonna be so satisfying to shoot you. You have no idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at good airsoft battles though.
Yeah, I mean the ideas that you come up with,
Yeah.
you know, for skirmishes and
you know-
stuff, would be fantastic.
Oh, I will admit I'm a bit weird in this sense. I think about like battle scenarios and things like that a lot.
Yeah, you almost every spare second you've got, you're like, what could I do to be able to shoot someone?
When you're in a crowd,
Yeah,
who's
Yeah.
about to get shot here?
Don't even do that to me.
Mate, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a really, really nice camera, and then I'm going to get a really, really powerful airsoft gun. I'm going to give it to you, and then release you onto Oculus, and just see what happens. And I'll just film the whole fucking thing, and slowly but surely you'll just crack, and people will be hurt.
I,
man, it'd be so funny though because before that he'll have like the SWAT team like with his hands on the ground and
Yeah, and I'm gonna plant some people in the crowd just to look at you really angrily.
oh, don't even
Just
do
to
that.
make
Don't
matters
even
worse.
do. It gets me worked up thinking about it.
When you come here, I'm gonna hire some of the local hoodlums.
I swear to God, if you
just
do
to
that,
see what
somebody's gonna get hurt. And it's not even a joke.
Oh, I need to test this. Or I might just do it. I might just cover my face and jump you. Just see what happens.
Me and my judo instructor got into a proper fight because he tried,
Oh,
he did a demonstration which involved me, and it went wrong for him, and it went from being a demonstration of this one move to an all-out fight.
Oh, wow.
And this guy's like a 15-year black belt.
And you just
He's a
had
pretty
a
old
fight.
guy as well. He's like,
He's an old guy, yeah, but he's
like 60 in
yeah,
his
he hasn't
60s,
aged at all. He's very agile for his age.
Well, to be fair, anyone with a 15 years black belt experience is going to be
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
It's fucking insane. Just looking at him, he's like, "Yeah, I don't even want to touch you."
Yeah, and
one of those
I had like scratch marks on my back from this guy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like,
God.
I
Are you
was.
sure you were fighting?
Sorry.
I said, are you sure you were fighting? It doesn't sound like fighting.
No,
to
like
me.
his leg was bleeding at the end, and I had like blood on my back from scratches, and my neck. I think he like actually, because you got like moles on your neck.
Hmm.
I think he'd actually like
What?
scratched a mole off or like torn it
No
off.
way.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Wow, fucking hell, I didn't know it was that bad.
Really?
That's dangerous.
Sam, is Sam still there?
Yeah. Do you want me to get him on?
Ask Sam. Yeah, bring him on.
All right, Sam. You're needed.
What?
What? Just to explain, like, the judo thing with James and the teacher. Like, cool?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
It's pretty simple, to be quite honest.
All right, Sam, mate. What's going
Right? Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Gravy, baby, gravy. Anyway,
I've
yeah,
spoken
please
to you since-
continue.
Yeah. Basically, he fights him. Oh, yeah. He's like, "Hey, James, I'm just going to explain something to the class on you." So he just pulls him up, and he's about to demonstrate something, and halfway through, James just kind of tries to kick the shit out of him. Halfway through. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
So it was James's fault, basically.
Yeah.
Oh fuck you guys!
Perfect. That's
But-
exactly what I needed.
It was kind of hard to distinguish where the demonstration ended, though, and I did say to him, "Do you want me to resist?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead."
But he was a bit overconfident, but you may have taken it a bit far.
Wow.
But there was one point that he did hit me in the balls. The final session.
What?
Well, he was trying to demonstrate something on me. So he like had, when someone puts their arm behind your back, like the police do, and then they
Yeah,
put their hand. Yeah, he was doing that, and no, I was doing that to him, and he was trying to get out, and then he like elbowed me in the balls.
Oh my god.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that
god!
happened.
That sounds effective.
It was. Even Mr. McCracken, like Mr. McCracken's a big man, and he thought it would hurt. Like, he felt it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that looked pretty.
It was
rough.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Judo's fun. Judo is fun, but when we're doing like the groundwork, it's not fun for me anymore.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't fun for me since Jimmy strangled me.
It was Jimmy wouldn't go against me.
Yeah, because
Scared
because it's you.
What do you think? 'Cause you're fighting the instructor. Really? If there's a guy in my anything class who decides to take on the professional, I'm not touching him.
I think that goes for everyone but James.
What?
Yeah. This guy's only had a black belt for 15 years. I'd better fight him.
Yeah.
Oh god.
He was our instructor's an old fellow.
Yeah.
He's like he's quite old.
Right, answer honestly, Mr. Sam. How did James stand up against this gentleman?
Well, as I said, sometimes he can be quite successful, but in the end, all the time he tends to use his judo ninja skills to get the better of James.
Wait. Sometimes. So this has happened more than once.
Yeah.
So you fight the
Well, basically,
instructor.
There's me, James, and Francis are the people he like to pick on to demonstrate things.
It's because
Yeah.
we're the bigger guys of the group, I think. You know.
Yes,
Like, we're-
I'm the bigger guy.
Oh, Francis.
No, it's because he knew my name. I think that's why. 'Cause you kept yelling it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, the first time it didn't go very well for him.
Yeah. Well, it's because he wasn't expecting it.
Oh, so you basically jumped him.
No.
Yeah.
No. He
judo
start.
class,
No,
you just
you don't get it confused. He starts the demonstration with me in a lock. You know, and he's trying to like show people how to like flip me or something.
He says, "Try to escape from this." and then James goes and tries to punch him in the face, which I think is illegal in judo.
I
I'm not too
did
sure.
try to punch him in the face.
You struggled around a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, try and get out. I'm like, all right.
It's funny when he did it with the new people and he was on the lock, where he puts it on the lock and then he says, right, try to escape by rolling away from me, and they just moves and puts them in a different lock. He's like, okay, try and roll out of this, and then he puts them back into the original lock, and when they're wriggling around, he's just holding on and just moving about. It's quite funny.
Here's something weird. Do you notice he kind of foams at the mouth?
Yeah, I did notice that. Just halfway through the lesson, he's talking, and then you can see in the corner of his mouth just a little white foam thing going.
Wow. And your first thought is, hey, let's hug this guy and start fighting him and touching him up and stuff. Wow.
The thing is, we'd had him the year before, and the same thing happened. Like the same foamy mouth.
Yeah, he's had it for a while. His toe, you can
Yeah.
tell he's been doing judo for a while because he's done so many kicks and shit that his toe on one of his feet is like the toe. Just to give you an idea of the way his toe is now facing, like rather than his toe now facing up, it faces like 90 degrees to the left.
Wow.
That's how much his like side of his foot is like bent.
On both feet, yeah, it goes 90 degrees to the left. It's really difficult for him to put shoes on.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this guy's been doing some martial arts for a while.
I think at the point where you start getting physically disfigured is probably the point you should stop doing whatever it is you're doing.
But he's good at it. Like at the end, he showed us some pictures where he was doing like double backflip, kick people in the jaw or something.
Oh, shit. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's a hardcore guy. Ray is his name.
And you decided to fight him.
We're not allowed to call him Raymond because that's only his mum calls him Raymond. Apparently, he said that every single lesson.
Yeah. Sometimes he goes into like weird tangents telling these stories about when he was like fighting.
Yeah,
somebody
I
who's,
I was fabricating up these Rolls Royces and stuff.
Yeah.
That was a story he liked to bring out. I didn't see the significance to it, but
He does that a lot.
Jesus Christ. You guys are just raw.
What do you mean we're raw?
yeah.
You
What is
just...
raw.
It's basically mean. You're mean. See him bullying this guy because of his crooked toes.
I mean to the guy that hit me in the balls.
Hey, he didn't do it on purpose, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I
but
reckon
he
he
still
did.
hit me in the balls.
Yeah, I guess. It's really unforgivable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
One of the times where he beat me, he only beat me, right? Because I was holding him down and I was just about to choke him. And then I came out wrong. I was like holding him down and I was just about to like put him into like a choke, okay?
Yeah.
And he then, because obviously he's making a demonstration and it's gone wrong for him. He's now the one being demonstrated on. So obviously at this point
This is one of the judo ninja moves, by the way. This is an example of that.
Awesome.
Just thought I'd put that out there.
are you sure?
Carry on, James.
Are you sure? I think I'm sure
Oh,
because this is
wait.
the one.
Oh
you
wait,
might-
no. Is this just the dick move?
Yeah. This is the one where he kind of taps you on the hand and he whispers over his left shoulder. He goes, "All right, we'll end it there." So I let go of him, and then as I let go of him, he then like ninja moves and then like flips me over the front of him and holds me down, and then he turns around to the class and goes, "Right, there we go. That's what you meant to do." And I'm like, "You dick! I just totally won that."
Wow.
Or-
You
or
got
when-
outplayed, my friend.
Yeah. Or when you're
He's
doing
cunning.
crawl battles.
That's what he is.
He was trying to explain how to get someone down when you're crawl battles, so he got me down on all fours. This sounds really wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't sound...
He was on one side and he reached over to the other side, grabbed my hand, and yanked me down, so I face planted. That was an interesting experience.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Hey, he doesn't
How
hold
has this
back.
guy
He's a
still got a
violent man.
job?
He doesn't hold back. He will just fucking throw people around the place.
Yeah.
He's like, "What? How old are you? 16? No problem." Woof.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The only
Do you know-
occasion I've ever had that was with karate. And it was just, I just challenged the instructor on day one to a fight. And then jumped on his back, started choking him, and he just flipped me over his shoulder and nearly broke my back. I was like, okay, well, that's the last time I do that.
That is one of the stories that Ray told us. Someone did jump on his back and he flipped
Yeah.
it
He had
over.
it. Oh my god. What if it was bunny?
Oh my god.
Bunny's about the right age. He's basically like a few years ago, a student in one of the schools just obviously just kind of test him, just jumped on his back, not even in a lesson, just jumped on his back, and Ray just fucking threw him over his shoulders onto the ground, put his foot on his neck, then realised it was like a 14, 15-year-old kid, and then went, oh shit, have I like killed him?
Wow.
He then had to like explain to the school, yeah, well, he jumped on my back and I've been doing judo for like my whole life, so yeah, of course I'm gonna fucking throw him.
It's the fact that the teacher said, "Oh no, it's fine." He brought it on himself.
Wow.
He's a dick.
Jesus Christ. Your school's dangerous. A guy's
It's
gonna
really
kicking the
not.
shit
It's
out of
really
people.
not a dangerous school.
Oh, there is a story that happened to one of my brother's friends. They were playing rugby, and someone got really badly rugby tackled, and they couldn't get up. So Mr. McCracken, the big beefy guy, kind of walked over, stood over his head, and started to crouch, and then stand up, and then crouch again. And stand
Oh my god, no way. Are you serious?
He would do that, yeah.
Yeah.
He started teabagging an injured person.
Yesterday on when we were playing rugby again, or well, it was me playing rugby this time, but we have 4 girls in our group because for some reason they chose rugby, and he was saying we'll have some girl on girl action.
Awesome.
There was something he said in front of the class. He also said we can have 2 on 2, or this is the scissor move.
No. Really?
Yeah,
Right,
he's
he's
slyly
great
put
like that.
He's great until he tries to be funny, like
Yeah.
overly tries, and he's just not. He seems like a dick.
He's got like a 14-year-old daughter.
Does he?
Yeah.
He has a 14-year-old daughter.
Oh, God. Oh, well.
Sort of a man of farm once.
Oh, great. I'm gonna pass you back over to Callum.
All
so,
right, thanks, go on, Sam.
Oh, love you, Sam. Bye.
yeah, I love you too.
Love you more.
Hopefully, see you soon.
Yes, indeed. We'll plan something.
Yeah. Bye, sexy.
Bye bye. Love you.
You too.
Well, hope you had fun.
Oh, that's great. I don't think there's a man on this planet I want to be in the pants of more than that guy. And I hope he heard. What? What was that?
Wow.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What about Sam? Have you ever seen Sam fight?
I have. I fought against Sam.
Really?
Yeah, in judo. I've gone against like everybody.
I
I know,
mean,
pretty much,
real
apart from Callum because he
fights.
didn't do judo.
No, I'm not in your self-defense class, so.
Yeah, but Sam was in my self-defense class.
But
Yeah.
I mean, real fights.
Well, Sam doesn't.
Well,
really
Sam trying
fight.
to resist. Well, you know, I say trying because James put all his fucking strength into slamming his head in that wall.
Ah.
Yeah, not my best moment.
I worry about you sometimes, James.
What? Why?
Well, the last thing I would ever think of doing to a person
And
is
I didn't-
slamming their head into a
I
concrete
didn't
wall.
put all my strength into it. It was actually very light. The wall was just very hard.
Yeah, but it doesn't make a difference how hard it was. It's just something I wouldn't ever think of doing. I might hit them, but Jesus, a concrete wall?
Well, no, it wasn't like it was inside. It was like,
It's like an internal
was-
wall.
yeah, it wasn't anything like really hard. But you know, it was hard enough for it to hurt.
Yeah, like hockey stick hard, maybe.
Just a bit. Just a
Hockey stick hard. Oh, Jesus, Callum, since we have you here, I need you to draw that situation for us because it's also going on a t-shirt.
Oh my God!
Fantastic. Little retarded kid hitting him around the head with a hockey stick.
Perfect. That's exactly what I need.
Sam's pissing himself.
He swung it. He swung it like a golf club to hit a hockey ball and missed it.
But I just, yeah, it's funny because he's short as well.
He's
So
a
he would
little
have had to
guy.
lift it
He's a
quite
little
high.
guy.
That's fantastic.
It's just so perfect. I'm so happy.
Would have been better if it was like, you know, I don't know, like even more retarded.
Oh
Just-
my.
You know what would have been better if he had more problems. Yeah.
I know. I wanted to say something else, but it would have been really offensive. So.
Oh God, let's not.
Mm.
Jesus Christ. All right, topics. Anyone? James,
No.
have you remembered any topics?
Yeah, we're done talking about me getting knocked out by a fucking hockey stick. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called karma, mate. That's it's karma. You're slamming up people's heads into walls, and you're just bound to get knocked out by a retarded kid with a
I'm
hockey stick.
compulsive, okay?
That was like God's punishment to everyone.
It is, yeah.
A little retarded kid coming out of nowhere, hit man in the head with a hockey stick.
Stand it, mate. Stand.
Yeah. Mm.
Jesus Christ. All right, so do you play many games, Mr. Callum?
I do, yeah.
Do you?
Regularly.
Any new
Really?
consoles?
No, not new consoles. It sucks, really, because I've been told that I have to concentrate on grades rather than playing video games.
Oh yeah, grades. I remember those things.
Funny guy.
Oh God. I'll be honest, mate. I'm so happy I'm not at school anymore. Although if I had the opportunity to go back, I would, just because I
Really?
actually work.
Oh, fair enough.
You say
Yeah.
that, but if I actually put you back into school, you'd probably go a month and then be like, "Do you not fuck this?"
No,
Because
no.
I guarantee you, it's changed a bit since you were in.
I'm not the school I went to. The school I went to is the exact same. It's been the same for hundreds of years.
And the cane comes out.
It's, yeah, literally. If a teacher walks in the room, you all have to stand up. And
Really?
Then, yeah, and then we learned Latin and shit. It was a serious school that hasn't really ever changed.
Oh man, everything at our school is so.
Like,
I'd be-
relaxed.
Well, you've got slushy machines, mate. That's enough. We had water, I think. I don't even know if we got water. I'll be completely honest.
Freeze the water and crush it up, slushy.
We got rice pudding for dessert.
I would have liked that, dude.
I'm
but
a big fan of rice pudding.
Yeah, this is the problem though. If you took the bowl, which they'd put the rice pudding in, and turned it upside down, nothing happened. It was just in the bowl permanently, and then you
Oh,
put it
man.
into your body.
Oh,
It was bad.
man. Like,
The macaroni cheese.
Actually,
is the exact same.
a lot of people complain about it. I'm pretty happy with the quality of food.
yeah, school food. It's all right.
Yeah.
Well, our
Our
school
s-
food.
Our
we get fish
system,
and chips in a little
our
polystyrene pot.
system is right. So you put money onto an account, you walk up, you put your thumb on a thumbprint scanner, and then you say what you want, and then you pick it up and walk off.
That's pretty sick. I like
Yeah.
that.
No
It is
cash or
good.
anything.
It's only really recently been like that, though, isn't it?
No,
I mean, we've
it's been
seen
like that
both
since
halves of it.
it's been like that since we started secondary school.
No, it was in
It's second year in.
start of year 8.
Yeah, that's like 4 years, man.
All right, yeah, okay. But we've seen both halves of it, you know.
Yeah, we've seen both systems, but
It's
this is
so
a lot
much
better.
You know, it's improved so much.
It makes queues a lot quicker.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Not
Doesn't make
actually.
people pushing in front of you any less stressful.
Hmm.
Oh, violence.
Here's how I think of it. I'm not a violent person. I'm a sensitive person.
That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. But
Except to like cats dying.
yeah, you're
Yeah, emotionally, you're not sensitive at all.
I'm
yeah,
not
you're
sensitive
sensitive.
physically.
but
I can
your
take a hit.
sensitivity leads to violence.
Yeah.
I'm only messing, mate. I'm only messing.
Walter
To
is
be
so
honest,
judging me right now.
Oh,
Walter right now is like, do not fuck these guys.
Of course, the man's a scientist. He has no room for violence.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I was meant to tell you, Mr. James. I upgraded my setup slightly.
How so?
Well, I got a reference headset.
Okay, good.
And I got a new monitor for specifically the Xbox One
Good. Okay.
because my big television has a terrible reaction time or lag or whatever. Well, I don't even know what it's called. What is it called where it takes like the time
Response
it takes?
time.
Response time. That yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, it's
Yeah.
like 50 inches. So playing Xbox on it just doesn't do the trick. So I
Yeah.
got this little one. It's nice.
Smaller
But-
screens are the way to go. I love my screens so much.
Yeah, to be fair, your setup makes mine look a bit shit.
Wow.
Probably makes everyone's look a bit shit, to be honest.
I'm quite happy with mine. I'm content.
No, yours is good. That's what I mean.
Oh, right.
Mine's awful.
Yeah. I like mine. The reason I like this room is because it kind of utilizes the space very well.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, because you've got a massive plain wall, which you can put your projector on. And, yeah, I mean...
The bed kind of just faces it.
Yeah, and then you've got stuff under your bed. It's like a wardrobe on its side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a flat bed, by the way. It's not like a bunk or anything.
It's a flat, I swear.
But it lifts up the mattress and you've got loads of tons of stuff underneath it.
Yeah.
It's a flat bed. Don't you have... I swear you had a bunk bed, don't you?
I did, like, a year and a half ago.
What? I swear you had it in that video for Express you did.
I did. Oh, yeah, that was April. No, April, like, last year. So, actually, about 9 months, 10 months.
So you've changed that now. So what's
my room is
your PC on now?
completely different. It's on this lovely big wooden desk.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, I like my desk.
Yeah, you should see the fucking state of my room. I need to redecorate this. It's ridiculous now.
Mine's just full of shit.
Mind you, it's only now that my desk is actually starting to look nice to me again, and my setup is only starting to look nice to me again because I've just come back from my dad's.
Yes. Good
And
point.
fuck that guy.
Really? You, like... Really?
What?
You really don't like your dad, or...?
Oh, no.
No,
You're talking about
I like
setup.
him.
Right, okay.
Basically, his father's setup is so much better than his.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It puts me to
Yeah.
shame.
Like the disco button.
Yes. I need
There's
to
a disco button.
I need to explain this disco button.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so my dad's office, right? It's a studio now. So I never realised until going out to see him this Christmas how much into music production he was. Okay, but he does all the kind of. So in your head, imagine like you have the big soundproof room where the singer or artist or whatever goes in and sings into a microphone, and then behind the soundproof glass you have a guy with a massive desk in front of him with a bunch of sliders and screens and keyboards and shit around him. Yeah, that sort of guy. My dad has that in his office. Like his office is like just a big studio. He's got 2 keyboards, 3 guitars, 2 or 3 massive monitors plugged into this beastly computer with 2 large mixing desks, big Roland speakers everywhere, and his room is all everything's all connected together, right? On his mixing desk, there is a disco button. So what he does is he'll turn. So this is the setup. I'm in the office of him, sat on another chair, and he sat on his big lovely desk chair, and he goes turn off lights. I said okay, so I turned off the lights, and then he kind of spins around on his chair and goes disco mode, and then hits this button on the on the big mixing desk, and like then all of a sudden, like lights on the screen start flashing, and this whole massive mixing desk, which is like, you know, an arm's length wide, all the keys and stuff start lighting up and flashing different colors. The sliders start doing this like wave formation. The keyboard's making noises in the corner, and the whole room just starts flashing and playing music and sliding about and shit. It's amazing.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I
Honestly, I swear to you, I am more mature than my father.
You need to get him to record this. This needs to be seen.
I will record it next time I'm out there, actually.
Definitely.
Be great.
So cool.
So, how much do you think that room is worth?
Too much.
Is the
if it
PC
keeps him
in
happy,
there?
then fine. But I mean, he's been adding to it slowly for a lot of years now. He got the new huge mixing desk this Christmas. That he bought it for himself, so. He's the only one who can afford it. He wants me to buy it for him? No. I get him a custom calendar. That's how it works.
A custom calendar?
I get him a calendar with like everybody's birthdays and family pictures and shit.
Oh, that's
Pretty cool.
It's quite nice, but it's obviously it's never going to be as cool as the stuff he can get himself, or as what he got me. So
What did he get you?
He got me Willis.
Oh. Wait, hold on. Willis the bag?
Willis. No.
A jacket?
Nope.
What? What was it?
This is a Willis you are unaware of.
Oh my god.
Am I unaware of this, Willis?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you fancy telling us what it is?
Been wearing it all week. You were looking at it?
I'm assuming you're talking to Callum here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I have
Seriously?
no idea. Yeah.
Seriously?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! Wow.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Wow.
You named it Willis.
Yeah. Willis,
Can't have been something a little bit more fancy and.
Willis the Great. Let's call it then.
Hold on.
No.
The watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you
Okay.
know?
I could just tell by the conversation. But yeah, well, nice watch. Any particular brand? Schmolex?
No, Seika. It's very nice though. I like it. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay, a nice watch. Fair enough. And it's called Willis. Perfect.
Yeah. But it's
You named it Willis.
but it's a
God.
nice watch. I mean, Callum has a particular taste. He likes huge, chunky watches, but
Yeah.
this is like it's quite. I wouldn't call it super slim, but it's kind of like a slim. Ish.
A woman's watch.
It's not just because it's shiny, okay?
And it's gold and it's silver.
It's gold and silver. Oh, snap schools.
So, well, look,
Yeah.
his the reason it looks shinier, okay,
Mm.
is because of the lens, which I've told you about.
Right.
So it just makes everything a little bit more sparkly, you know? Gold colours and everything stand out a bit more. So
It just happens to look a little bit like a woman's
it
watch.
doesn't look anything like a woman's watch.
Comes out. Perfect. See, that
You remember you asked me when violence is appropriate?
right now.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah, told me
start,
before he just wants to hit me, he just can't.
when you insult Willis,
You die.
I'm so protective over everything I call Willis.
I told you there's some maths that it looks like a woman's watch.
And then you
Just
said
like out
JK. And then you said JK because I was there.
Hey, it's online. You can't hit me from there.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
I wouldn't
Although
hit
like,
you,
Monday's just a
Callum.
day away.
It's a good point.
I wouldn't hit you, Callum.
No, I know you wouldn't. Exactly. That's why I can say whatever the fuck
You
I
never,
want.
you never give me a reason.
It's because you're scared, isn't it, James? You're scared of what Callum might do.
Oh,
Like it's
immen-
dark horse. I
Right.
don't show my strength until I
Immensely.
really need to.
Now, I'm just going to stir the pot. Because when you went away for a second there, James, Callum was telling me how he'd just fuck you up if you're in a real fight. That's what.
Oh, is
That's
that
what I
right, Callum?
Yeah.
1v1
exactly what
me,
he said.
bro.
1v1, bro.
I've 1v1 Sam many times.
Yeah, but I hear
Yeah.
Sam always kicks the shit out of you.
Oh,
Oh, bring Sam back on. Bring Sam back on.
Sam, you're needed.
Really? Oh, here we go.
Fight.
Wait, what is
I'm
this?
back.
Actually, I was kidding when I said, but okay.
Yeah, so Sam,
Yeah.
you know when you and James fight, yeah?
No.
Judo.
I remember when I get beaten up by James. That's a regular occurrence.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
win, right?
Yeah, I do.
See?
Like, regardless of the last statement, I always win.
Yeah, that's it. It's perfect. That was pretty much it, Mr. Sam. We were just basically checking to make sure that James was in fact a big pum boy.
Yeah, he is.
Perfect.
Oh!
That's a very good phrase as well.
1v1 me,
Yeah.
Sam.
He's
I
a,
will
Wait,
1v1 you on Call of Duty because I know I can beat you at that.
Actually, do you
Oh,
remember
shit.
Fighting
Okay,
talk.
that's
On
even
the-
worse than real
on the
fight.
tournament we had? Actually, I came.
Yeah, that tournament you had when you had the benefit of hearing my footsteps and where I was.
No.
Oh, getting called out,
No,
James.
no.
Oh,
You know what's
James.
going to happen now? We're doing a 1v1. That's the most certainly
Look what
happening.
you've done, Sam.
That would
We're
be
recording it. Going to be on Podcast X.
oh great.
Perfect.
The date.
It is. And then you're actually going to fuck. That's good.
Oh, that escalated quickly.
Yeah. But realistically, we roll with each other in judo and stuff and groundwork and all that.
Yeah, him and Francis land on my foot and nearly break it, but that's not a point.
What?
Don't you remember? Oh no, you don't remember because you're in a intense fight with Francis.
Mm.
I was fighting with someone else, and like when you have your toes on the ground and like you're laying down on your stomach and you have your toes on the ground and your foot's facing right up. Can you experience can you?
Oh, yeah,
think
I
what
know
I'm
what
on
you're talking about.
Yeah, well, him and Francis, they were in a fight and they kind of jumped up and then landed on my foot, or on my heel. So it like pushed down on my toes and the rest of my foot, and it was
Kind of like
fairly
squashed it like a slinky into the ground.
yeah.
Squashed it like a slinky in
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
fucking hell. Like a foot in a vice.
Yeah.
That sounds very, very dangerous. Oh,
Yeah, shit gets
yeah,
real when
memento,
me and
kid.
Francis roll.
Yeah. But yeah, why was I brought here anyway? Oh, to fight James.
Let's go, Sam.
He's a pussy. Oh, I can beat him anytime.
So I was supposed to speak like a Cockney Londoner. Is that
Not necessarily.
you were just going, yeah, I can fight him anytime. Like this if you cry over Tim.
Wow. Like I can hold my own dickhead, all right?
Motherfucker.
What's happened?
I just stabbed Callum with a knife that, like, when you push the knife into them, it goes into the handle.
Wait, you stabbed him?
Well, no, I didn't.
Here's the
I
violent
pushed
one now.
it against him.
Fucking stab me.
He's pushed me out the room.
All right, thanks for clearing that up, Sam. Now we know.
Oh god, I'll give it back to Callum.
Bastard.
Alright, bye again.
See you later.
Probably see you again in a minute.
Yeah, no doubt.
Motherfucker hurt me.
He stabbed you then, hey?
He stabbed me.
Perfect. That
My own
sounds
house.
perfect. Oh my god. See, this is why
Supposed
James
to.
is so paranoid. Because you're not going around stabbing each other.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's the people closest to you gotta watch.
Yeah, it's paranoia.
Yes, paranoid.
Um,
Has anyone here played Rise? Son of
No.
Rome?
Do
No,
you know
but it
what? I
looked
had the
pretty good.
opportunity to because, yeah, we had it on Xbox One when I was at my dad's, but I just didn't play it.
Everyone's given it terrible reviews. I really, really like that game.
Everybody's giving it well, the people I've spoken to love it.
Yeah, I love it, but the reviews were awful for some reason.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, that's the
I
same
don't
with some
understand
films,
why.
really, isn't it? Critics give it terrible reviews, but the actual film itself is, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean, in the critics' defense, it is just a lot of quick time events.
yeah,
I mean, the whole game is pretty much, apart from like the walking around and stuff like that,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
quick time, combat.
But I like it. I mean,
Yeah.
people were basically, the main problem I came up against was that apparently it's repetitive, which I can see. I can see that. But I still enjoy it. I still enjoy going into slow motion and just fucking someone up. It's just perfect.
So, is it kind of like an Assassin's Creed sort of thing?
Kind of.
I would have said it's more like the Arkham games, like the Batman games,
Oh,
or
like the one that Canyon fucked me up on.
Oh, no. He's talking about the actual Batman games, not the
Oh, right, okay.
not the fighting game.
oh yeah, like
Like
yeah,
Yeah.
the proper ones, or sort of Gears of War, but all melee or melee or whatever you want to say, really.
Yeah. But it's impressive, especially graphics wise. My God, it's very.
It looks fantastic from
It
what I've seen.
does.
That's good.
Because I've got it here, but I just had to put it out there. I don't understand why people aren't liking it, and I think it's a game that everyone should play at some point.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
definitely been, I saw the trailers of it and I was like, mate, it's just another game. But like how they've integrated a lot of the Connect as well. And I thought, that's really clever.
Wait, hold on. How do they integrate the Kinect? I haven't even seen this.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you can shout. When you're in, say, like a team of a few people, they're all AI clearly, but you can shout through your Kinect and command them to do things.
No way.
Yeah.
How did I not know this?
It comes up, like, I watched a walkthrough, like, the first mission, it comes up on the bridge. You know, when you, like, in the crossbows, and they're all on fire and stuff.
Yeah.
That bit. Yeah, it comes up.
Yeah,
around
that's the
about
thing
then.
about Callum. He's like, he has played every game without playing them.
Yeah, it's great.
It's weird. It's like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Callum, have you played this game? No. Oh, okay, because I was going to tell you about this one mission I did. And I'll be like, oh, is that the mission after this one where you kill that guy? I'll be like, yeah, how do you know that? He's like, oh, I watched the walkthrough.
Yeah. Because, you know, I don't. All my money goes towards other stuff, really, and I never end up buying new games. You know, or if I do, then they're always used games, and they're quite old. It'd be stuff like Brink or, yeah, or Haze, stuff like that, like stuff you've never really heard of. But, you know, I never thought I was going to get GTA 5, and I did for Christmas. Fucking hell. But I'd watched like 60 episodes, YouTube episodes of walkthroughs.
He
know,
knows
just seeing
every
the entire game.
storyline and what would happen and every like possible outcome.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I do.
That's
Just fuckers
impressive.
telling me, like, what, he's asking me, like, what route did I choose in this storyline before he's got the game and telling me how it would have ended if I did something else.
Which
I'm
is
like, how
also
the
really
fuck do
bad,
you know
though.
that?
Yeah. But it sucks, though, because I get new games, I play them.
And you
it's
know
like-
what's fucking coming.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
that's
just
the
got
thing.
no reason to play it.
Speaking of watching people play games, The Walking Dead, did you finish that, buddy?
I did, and it's actually, funnily enough, going up as soon as we're finished recording here.
Good.
No way.
And apparently there's going to be a new one coming out.
It's out.
There is.
Oh!
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
also going up today.
Oh, good. Good. I'll be watching it. I know Callum watched you play that as well.
Yeah. And Sam.
It's a very good game. I love all of the Walking Dead games. Basically, anything by that company seems to be amazing.
Yeah.
What
It's nice
awesome.
because you kind of follow it like an actual story.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
That's
you don't play it, you interact with it.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's an interactive movie. And
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Like
It's
those
not-
parts where
yeah.
you like have to shoot zombies, that part really doesn't entertain me, you know? You know, where you get the occasional parts where you have to pick up a pistol and shoot someone.
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
kind of how it would be in real life. You're like, shit, I've got to kill it.
Yeah, there's
so I
no
can progress,
superhero
it's-
mode. You can't just pull out a gun and go Call of Duty on it. You have to. It's very realistic, which I like.
Yeah.
And I think those moments where you're shooting, well, you're having to pick up a gun and scramble and shit. It's not particularly my favorite part, but it builds suspense very well. And you're sitting there like, pick up the fucking gun. So I think it works well, personally.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the direction the game's having to go in these days. There's two polar opposites. There's ones with absolutely no story whatsoever, like these simpler games that everyone seems to love, like Candy Crush and shit like that. And then there's the complete opposite, where now every game you see these days has to have a great story, which is why I'm worried about Titanfall, because it has no story whatsoever.
Titanfall is either going to go extremely well and be the COD killer,
Yeah.
because a lot of people said Battlefield 4 would do that, but I don't think it really did.
Nah.
I
Now,
think-
Battlefield has its own following, and they
Yeah,
very
yeah,
rarely
I think that's what a
cross.
lot of people got confused about. I think Battlefield followers and COD followers are two different people
Yeah, very different people.
for the most part, anyway.
COD
and I-
followers like to have fun.
Yeah, I think the Battlefield following is still got a while to go, whereas I think the COD following is dying out. You know, I don't think anything's gonna. If something doesn't kill COD, COD's gonna kill itself.
Oh, you think so?
Unless
There are
the,
so many now.
unless the next
There is
one
a-
is so revolutionary.
Yeah, but it's not going to be, is it?
Exactly, that's the problem. And you know, people who are just joining the COD series now, you know, how many of them is there left?
Mm.
Yeah, I think it is getting to the point now where they've had as much success as they're going to gain.
You know,
And I was
everybody who's
speaking
got a
about this
console has
yesterday.
probably got a Call of Duty.
Yeah, generally, I'd say
Yeah.
pretty much. I'd say 95% of people have a Call of Duty game.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing is, I reckon this year would be the worst year for sales from Call of Duty. However, it's going to be masked very well by the fact that the Xbox One and Xbox 360 have Call of Duty. And the Call of
Yeah.
Duty was released on the Xbox 360 before the Xbox One existed, meaning that they've essentially doubled their numbers. So they're going to be getting record numbers this year.
Yeah.
But
And
should.
yeah, so I want to say something about COD Ghost. So I've played COD Ghost now on Xbox One and on Xbox 360. I can't tell the difference.
Really?
Yeah, for me there is a subtle difference. You know, like saying I can't tell the difference is not entirely true. There are some parts where I can tell the difference, like when you get the interactive things where everything starts. What's the thing where everything goes on fire called?
Oh shit! You mean the kill streak?
Yeah,
The kilo strike?
might be. Yeah, but I noticed subtle differences there. But for the most part, you know, the colours and stuff, I feel when the sharpness isn't there.
Ooh, okay.
Strong
Is it
words.
still? What's it called? 720p on the Xbox One though.
I'm pretty sure it is. That's
Because
what got me.
that's a problem. Because on the PS4 it's not. On the PS4 it's 1080.
I'm pretty sure it's still 720 on the Xbox One, which is unusual because Forza 5 certainly isn't. But Forza 5 wasn't made for 360 and Xbox One. It was just flat out made for the Xbox One.
And it's a very sexy game.
Yes, and here's the thing: I think Xbox One games can look as good as PS4 games, but before it used to be, the PS3 games were supposed to be harder to code for game developers, whereas now it seems to be the case is PS4 games are easier to code for and Xbox One games are harder to code for, which means when creators make the games, they tend to create them first on the PlayStation and then port them to Xbox.
Yeah.
Now, whoever comes second, whoever gets the game ported over to, then their version is never as good.
Yeah.
But if you look at Forza 5 is so beautiful.
And not only that, but I think the way they implement the vibrating triggers is absolutely.
I can tell you
This is
which
news to me.
tyre is going over the curve just from that new controller.
It's
That's cool.
ridiculous. Like honestly, every car you drive, I went from what's it called, some kind of normal car like a Mazda to a Ford Mustang, and the experience is completely different. The vibrations in the triggers are completely different. You feel like you're driving a muscle car. It's fucking crazy.
That's cool.
They
man.
I don't think people realize how cool this new four vibrators at different areas in the controller thing is. It's so good.
It is, especially. I think the best implementation is racing games though, because I haven't really noticed it in Call of Duty.
You
It just
kind of
feels
get
like
the
normal
gunfire,
vibration.
but that's it, don't you?
Yeah.
I saw it was another podcast I was watching as well, and they were talking about or one of them had like a demonstration with the controller.
Defector.
You mean another podcast in another one of these episodes from this podcast? That's what you meant, right?
I think
I'm
that's
not
what
going
you
to name the podcast, but it was another podcast.
Yeah, Podcast X.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The only podcast worth watching.
But there is
You
no
know,
other.
that
There
one.
is no other ones actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the one that's better or anything like that.
Oh.
What?
Kick.
Who are these people? I'm gonna.
No, I'm totally sorry. I didn't mean that at all, guys.
Violence is
No,
now
no.
appropriate.
Yep. See, there it is. That's the answer.
You know where I stand. Is here.
Yeah, and in a minute you're not going to be able to.
Oh snap! The threats are coming.
Yeah, but anyway.
Continue. I do want to hear the point.
Yeah, but one of them held, it was like a demonstration, and he held the controller in his hand, and they showed this heartbeat on the screen. And what it did is it moved the vibration from the right side of the controller to the left, like really fluidly. It felt like he was holding a heart as it was beating.
God, are you serious?
That's like, that's amazing. I mean, from going from 2 rumble things, whatever they are, to like, how many there are now?
Actually, there might even be more than 4. I'm not sure.
I know
There's
there's
at least
4.
At least 4.
Wow.
But
When that first came out, I thought, what a stupid idea. Why the hell are we going to need rumbling triggers?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
man, was I wrong.
it's very good. Yeah, but I can literally tell you which tire is vibrating on this game. You know, I know if I'm going around a corner fast in a 4-wheel drive car and I'm getting wheel spin on my front left tire, I know if it's that tire.
Indeed.
It's amazing.
Crazy. The thing I wanted to ask, GTA 5, is that even out on the new consoles yet?
It's not. It's really.
See,
it's-
what is going on?
I don't know. And I hope it's because they're taking their time to make sure it looks
Yeah.
absolutely amazing on the Xbox One. That's what I hope.
Certainly hope so. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be the ideal situation. But
If that's the case, I've got no problem waiting. If it comes out and it looks the same, I'm gonna have some questions.
oh yeah, I'm gonna be fucking some people up.
But come
You
on,
would've-
where have Rockstar ever let us down before?
Here's the
True.
servers. Okay.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's different.
Here's
Remember, they make games for gamers.
Indeed, they do. Oh, perfect.
here's the thing.
Cross promotion.
When
It is.
if I was one of the creators of GTA 5, in my mind, because it came out so close to the end of the 360's lifespan, I wouldn't have, my priority would have been making this thing as good as possible for the generation which it's going to apply to most, which is, the third gen consoles. Third gen of Xbox ones or whatever. But, I would have sat there and I would have made sure that this thing is ready for Xbox One when it comes out, because if it had been a launch title for the Xbox One, that'd be so much more popular.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Why would you just design it for the dying thing? Hopefully
It's not dying though, is it?
it will do. It will.
It'll be
do.
dead
It
in,
will
like, a
do,
couple
and
of
it's not
years.
going to be the Xbox
Yeah.
One that kills it. It's going to be PC.
You think so?
Yeah, PC is killing all of them. I got a friend who I just helped build his PC the other day.
Oh wow, you got another one over here who you're also going to be helping build a PC. So yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're all right. That's the thing. I haven't played PC games since Sims 1
You're missing out.
and Theme Hospital.
It's not just about gaming. Having a good PC it's the Xbox One masters the all-in-one system. But do you know what masters it even better? The PC.
Yeah. That's it.
That's pretty true. That's very true.
Consoles are just trying to compete with something, well, that's not really worth
Exactly.
competing against.
Yeah.
It's like David and Goliath sort of thing. But,
Yeah.
well,
Everyone knows the
Master Race.
PCs are better, but I just enjoy consoles. They're nice and easy. And the only problem I have with PCs
Oh yeah, I don't deny
is,
it at all. Consoles are nice and easy.
Yeah. When it comes to installing games, my God. On the PC, it's just the most... I just can't get it. I just don't understand. When it's a complicated install, and they're like, yeah, you click this, you download this, and you change this folder name to this, and you do this, and then maybe the game will work.
Yeah,
But
they're
not-
getting better with that.
I mean, like
with
Steam.
internet downloads tend to solve that most of the time.
Actually, that's what I wanted to ask. I've never actually experienced Steam firsthand. Is it just you basically... Is
Oh,
it just the easiest way to do it?
Yeah, Steam is
Yeah.
Steam is ridiculously easy. Steam takes out that whole complicated install process.
So you literally just click buy and then
Steam
you click on it and play
is
it.
as easy, if not easier, than using the Xbox Live Marketplace.
In that case,
I.e., when you
that's
click
very,
download, it
very
downloads,
interesting.
and then you play. And do you know what? Steam download has never actually failed me. I've never had problems with it, being
No,
in wrong
same here.
folders or whatever.
But Steam doesn't have all games, does it?
No.
Pretty well, to be.
But
to
then
be
the
fair,
consoles don't have all games, do they?
Sorry.
Consoles don't have all games,
No.
do they?
No, I mean
ha-
just like
I
as in-
have
'cause
Steam
know
and
Origin
Origin.
is also
Yeah.
Origin's the other one. That
Oh, yeah.
I have
I'm aware
Origin and
of.
Steam together, and between them, I can pretty much get hold of any game.
Mm.
Like, you look at the Humble Bundles or the, the summer sales and things
Yeah.
like that.
Steam sales are
it's just so
genius
easy to
because
get.
you buy shit and you don't even realize it.
Like, people
I've,
spend,
I've,
like,
I've
a
done
couple
it.
of
I've
£100
lit-
and they
yeah.
only play 2 of the games that they
I've,
buy.
I've never done that, but I've literally spent like £40 on like 7 £5 games, and then I kind of never played them.
Yeah.
But they're there. So how many PC games do you have?
Probably in the region of 10ish. I don't actually have a huge amount.
Oh, that's not actually that bad. That's not
I've
that
just
bad.
got-
I'll be honest,
about
I
that
haven't
and a bit
actually
more.
been gaming much recently. Netflix has really
Blasphemy.
been my
To be
occupation.
fair, I've been on Netflix. In the last 2 weeks, I've watched pretty much the entire of Breaking Bad. It's
Oh, you've been watching it?
yeah. I watched
Oh.
it originally for like up to season 2 or something. Or
Good.
maybe
Where are
season
you at the
3.
moment?
Season 5, mate. I'm on
Oh,
the
how
final
far through?
stretch. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but Skylar just did the deepest speech I've ever heard in my life. The meanest thing any human could say. That
Oh,
speech.
she basically told him.
Don't spoil it for anyone, but yeah, that. I know you're thinking about the same thing.
Yeah.
when she said she's waiting.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking
that
about.
speech.
And I think Callum does as well, because even though he hasn't watched it, he's probably
no.
watched a playthrough of some sort.
He's watched
Yeah,
someone else watch
you're a
it.
funny guy.
You actually have, though, haven't you, Callum? You know what
No, I
happens.
haven't.
You know
No,
what
I
happens.
have no idea what happens.
Oh, I
seriously
thought you
don't know.
did. Oh, was it Jimmy?
No.
Maybe. I don't know.
Jimmy knows.
Jimmy actually watched it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the ending, I don't want to spoil it for you two especially, but the ending, oh my god. It's
Is
beautiful.
it good?
It is. I still think Breaking Bad is probably the best TV series I've ever seen.
It's
I honestly think
yeah.
Bryan Cranston just
See, I don't know. I
nails
just
it.
finished watching Lost.
Yeah.
That's
So-
not.
Here's it.
That's
I feel
simply-
like when a role is played so convincingly that now, no matter what role they do after that, people are going to refer to them as the guy who plays Walter White or the guy who plays
Yeah.
whatever. You know, before people referred to him as the guy who played Malcolm's dad.
Yeah. Oh my
Now
God.
people
See,
call Malcolm's dad the guy who played Walter White.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that was the same person. That's how
Uh-huh.
amazing he is at acting. Because he looks
Yeah.
the exact same as he did
Oh,
back
yeah.
then. But his acting's so good, it took me a few episodes to realize it was him.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it's shocking because he won awards for that, didn't he?
Oh yeah. Oh,
He won Best Actor in a
so
TV series
many.
3 years in a row.
Oh yeah.
But there are other actors in that are equally good. Like Gus. Gus was an amazing actor.
Oh, I don't know his name, but the Polis Hermanos.
Yeah,
Hmm.
bro. Absolutely unbelievable. Even Jesse's a great actor.
Aaron Paul. Yeah, they're all good actors. It was very well casted.
It was not only well casted, well written. It was just a genuinely great show.
Yeah. Can't disagree with that. Yeah, still a huge. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad and you have Netflix, what are you doing with it?
You need to watch it.
Yeah.
You need
Honestly,
to.
I watched all 5 series in about 3 weeks, and Callum knows this is true.
Oh God, yeah.
I
'Cause you
lost.
wouldn't stop talking about it.
I was falling asleep in class.
Oh my God, that was funny.
That's not even a
But there was
joke.
No, you're not. It's not a joke.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
It sucked me in so bad.
That and Game of Thrones, I think, just changed the game.
I never watched Game of Thrones properly. I watched
No.
a couple episodes of it, but I never had a platform where I could just binge watch it because it's not on Netflix.
Yeah, true.
What's that all about? It needs to be on Netflix, man.
It does. It needs to be on Netflix. I just watched all of it illegally,
Yeah.
basically. But it's very, very, very good. And if you get into it, it'll fuck your day up. Certain episodes of that show will just fuck your mood. You'll just be like, really? That just happened? Oh my
He
God.
just kills your favorite guys, doesn't he?
He has no respect for characters.
What is his name?
No
I forgot.
respect.
What's the name of the guy who writes it?
I do not remember. I cannot for the life of me remember it.
No. Forgot where. But I saw an interview with the guy who writes Game of Thrones, and he was on the Conan show.
Mm.
He's like a talk show host in the US.
You know what? I'm gonna pull it up while you guys talk.
Okay, and he was talking to him. What his name? finding his name?
Yeah.
So as soon as I hear it, I'll be like, oh yeah. But...
Funnily enough, I watched the South Park episode yesterday, so I should technically know this.
Oh yeah, that's so good, isn't it?
George R.R. Martin.
That's the one,
There we
George
go.
R.R. Martin. Yeah, so he did an interview on Conan, and Conan said to him, "So you have a thing of making everybody, come to like a character, and he generally becomes everybody's favorite character, and then you kill him. Why do you do that?" And he says, "Well, I like to scare the audience." And it's actually a good way of thinking about it when you think about it, because what he does is he makes it so you become fond of a character, much like you do in films, things like Pirates of the Caribbean and all of those ones. But he doesn't want it to become in any way predictable.
Oh, it's not.
And I'm pretty sure he achieves that.
He's achieved that spot on.
Yeah, exactly. So in films where you have this good guy, you know roughly where you are in a film. You know if you've still got another half of a film to go. You know all of a sudden when he's surrounded by 30 guys, you know he's not going to die.
Yeah.
You don't fear for him. or her, or whoever the hero is, you don't feel genuinely worried. Game of Thrones, that's apparently not the case.
It's. I'll put it this way: there is a scene that I cannot remove from my head because exactly what you're talking about. People who you would expect to be bulletproof because there's such an integral part of the story are just disposable to this man, completely disposable. So,
But
I don't know,
I bet it
blew
puts
up
you on the
on-
edge of your seat, though.
It does. Well, to be fair, this one, it's about the Red Wedding. I'm sure you've probably heard about it.
I've heard about
People
it.
put it up
That
on
was supposed to be a
Facebook,
big
Twitter.
thing.
It was such an unpredictable scene, and it came just so out of the blue that it made me feel physically sick because of what I just watched.
Wow.
It was shocking. It was shocking to see these people who you thought were bulletproof just be wasted. It was ridiculous, and in such a cold-hearted way as well. Like, my God. I won't give away too much, but yeah, that show just every couple of minutes there's someone integral to the story being
I think I
murdered.
need to go watch it.
You need to, 100%, and you need to watch the entire first season, and then from that point on, it just gets crazy.
Okay.
Well, I'm writing that down on my bucket list.
Bucket
It has
list.
to be a thing I've got to watch now.
Yeah.
It-
So does Breaking Bad.
Yeah, it does.
I think I need to remind you. God.
Yeah.
yeah, Breaking Bad is just unbelievable. Very good.
Mm.
I'm trying to think of any other TV show that would stack up, and I don't know if I can.
There aren't many. There really aren't.
There aren't.
Walking
A
But-
Dead.
lot of people say Sherlock is. I just watched the all of Sherlock. Sherlock's good, but it's not
alright.
Breaking Bad good.
Hmm.
I can watch it, but after a while it becomes the same old thing. Tricky murder, you can't work out how it's done. He does some very clever deductions, and eventually he solves it.
Ah.
You know? So... I mean, in Sherlock, I don't feel like you get to watch the character evolve, because Sherlock's been the same since the beginning.
Mm-mm.
But Benedict Cumberbatch is a very good actor.
He's fantastic. He's really good.
I love his voice. No wonder they
Yeah.
got him to voice Smaug.
A fucking dragon. That's the best part.
That film, I understand what people were saying when they said it was too long.
Which one?
The Hobbit, the second one.
The Desolation of Smaug. I
It
don't
was a
think they're
great
too
film.
long.
It was a great film, but wow, they
I didn't
dragged
think
a
it
lot
was
of
too
shit
long.
out. They
You think
dragged
it was
a
too
lot
long?
out.
I thought it was too short.
I
Really?
thought it was too short as well.
Look,
Yeah.
let me put it to you this way, okay? The Lord of the Rings books, 400 pages each, right?
Mm-hmm.
One book was one film. That's how it worked. The
Yeah.
Hobbit was one book, 300 pages, and they've split it into 3 films.
Yeah. I like
That's
that.
100 pages per film.
I like that.
That means half the shit in there is completely fucking made up.
No, it's not.
It is.
Think about how
Um,
detailed the books are, man.
Yeah, but
Detailed. 100 pages of vivid detail doesn't give much of a story. I mean, why was Legolas there? Why did he exist?
Legolas shouldn't
Yeah.
have been in it.
Tariel was made up by,
and so is the White
thingy,
Orc
so-
as well.
yeah, Tariel wasn't in the books.
No.
Yeah, I was told that as well. Oh, who's
Yeah.
this random person who is actually
Yeah.
quite a big person in the film but doesn't exist?
I don't care. I don't care. Okay? She's a lovely little elvish woman. Okay? No problem with her at my Hobbit at all.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
wouldn't
here's the
kick her
thing.
out of bed.
I like those films being long. If
Yeah.
If The Hobbit was short, it would be shit. Because you really need to get to know these characters, and you really need to fear for their lives every time they're running from this fucking orc pack, you know? I fear when they fear.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
you really need to get a grasp of how long these journeys are.
You know what would... I've just realized we've stumbled across something amazing here. You know what would make The Hobbit, in general, a very, very good film? Like, at least twice as good as it is now.
Yeah.
The deaths of random people. if some of the dwarves.
Do you know what? That would
Yeah.
actually work. That would
be
work.
good.
See,
If
I
there was a
thought,
couple of scenes in there where people died emotionally or in bravery or
Yeah.
something like that. It would just make the.
I'm
film.
still surprised that all the
That's
hobbits are alive. You know, you would have
Yeah,
expected one or two of them to die.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like you
Jesus
know,
Christ.
Keeley, the one who's like, ends up getting saved by Tariel.
Yeah.
He's like laying there on a table.
Yeah.
See, I kind of hoped he would die just to make the story
Oh,
interesting.
you cold bastard!
No, I really like him. Like
Mm.
he was really cool. I mean, the whole like thing between him and her, when he was in the dungeons and stuff like that. I thought that really
Yeah,
worked.
That was really
But
good. That was a good.
He
side
was
story.
hanging around for too long, as in not
Slowing
his
him
character,
down.
but him being injured.
Well,
then
dude,
he
did you
was
see
hanging
that
around for too
fucking
long.
dragon going towards? I mean, look, that I'm just saying, some people in that village are gonna get fucked up.
Yeah. Mm. Spoilers.
Love the introduction of
A
Stephen
bit
Fry.
late, but
Stephen Fry was a good choice.
he was fantastic.
Stephen
Yeah.
Fry, unbelievable.
You
I
don't
knew he was gonna
expect him
turn
to
up,
be
I just
because
didn't
he's
know
on
where.
game shows, but he's actually a very good actor.
Oh, very good, mate.
Yeah.
Look at what's
In
it
fact,
called?
I don't think he was acting. I think they just fucking gave him, a bit of a makeup
like
adjustment, and
Blackadder
then
as
they
well.
went just fucking be yourself.
He was great though. He was fantastic.
Yeah,
Like, he was
He's
such an
very good.
asshole.
that was good though, because even though I like
Yeah.
Stephen Fry, I hated the character he played.
That's when you
Mm.
know you have a good actor.
Exactly.
In fact,
Exactly,
that's why my favorite actor at the moment, which is terrible because I can't remember his name. You know, the gentleman from Django.
Wait, which one?
The black guy or
doctor.
the
Not Jamie Foxx, the
Oh.
doctor.
The German guy?
The dentist, yeah, him.
You hate him?
Oh no, he's one of my favorite actors at the moment.
Oh,
Purely because in
Oh.
Django you love him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yet in Inglorious Bastards you
Oh, you
despise him.
hate him so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Well, a
anyone who
Nazi,
can pull that off
a
is
Nazi outfit
unbelievable.
tends to have that effect.
Yeah, but even just his attitude,
Oh,
so
yeah.
laid back about everything, just pure evil. And then the complete
Actually,
opposite in Django.
this is gonna sound so bad. I kind of liked him in Inglorious Bastards. I
Yeah,
think about
well,
it.
you do. I think on some level, everyone kind of likes his character.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say I like his. I kind of respected how good he was at what he did.
Yeah,
It was
that's just it.
extraordinary.
so
He would've-
smart.
Yeah,
It's just like,
it was impressive. Some of the stuff he did.
Definitely.
how about the Green Hornet?
Really?
Yeah,
What about the Green Hornet?
As in the film.
as in him in the Green Hornet,
Was he in the Green Hornet?
I did like that. He was. He was the
Yeah.
main villain.
like Rodnowski or something.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Well, wasn't his best role.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't his best at
But
all.
it was
But
alright.
He still did well. He
And
did the-
then he seemed like sort of a B character, didn't? Or
yeah. It wasn't. To be fair, it wasn't a good film, but his acting was good. And don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the film, but it wasn't a good film.
no. I
That's
know
the thing. You can enjoy a film without it being good. Like I can watch The Expendables. It's not a good film, but it's entertaining.
Yeah, I agree. You get a lot of films like that.
Mm.
The Hobbit's a good film though. I've seen it twice.
Which one? First one, second one?
Both.
Ah, well, you've seen both.
I've seen the second one twice in cinema.
Oh shit! For real? Oh, okay. Understood.
And the first time I watched it in 48 frames per second, 3D. And in 4K.
That's the way to watch it.
Frames per second.
48 frames, 4K, 3D. Amazing.
Since we're on the topic of watching like movies in 3D, have you seen Gravity yet?
No.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my god, I still need to see it. But
It's
Oh, Callum! Hounded me about Gravity for so long.
yeah, I know.
Ah!
it's very good. Have either of you seen it?
No.
No.
See, the thing is, I don't. It's in real time, which I love. It's there's no cuts. There's no like cutting away from the story and coming back later. It's just one constant event.
Oh, the length for the film is the length of the
Yeah.
event.
Exactly, and it's
Ooh.
very, very, very good.
Whoa, you realise, by definition, that is 4D. Because the fourth dimension is time. So,
Oh wow!
so in a way,
yeah.
that's kind of 4D.
Jesus Christ!
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And
If
yeah,
everything's in
it's-
real time,
visually, it's a very, very stunning film as well.
You know, there's only 2 physical actors in that.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
That's how you know CG is getting good.
That cannot be the case.
George Clooney and Sandra Bullock.
They were the only two.
Yeah.
Actually, that does make sense.
The rest are just voices.
Okay, that's crazy. That is crazy.
And
Because
that-
there are other people there. But yeah, it's a very, 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 very good film. I enjoyed it. But the thing is, I went with my family. My mum didn't enjoy it. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it is actually a good film, but I really loved it.
A lot of people.
mean,
I
I've heard
think.
so
I
many
think
good
your
things.
opinion. I think your opinion's the, the popular one.
Yeah, it's the majority of people's opinions.
I'd imagine so, because everyone else I spoke to outside of the family was just basically like, yeah, it's really good. Really good.
Hmm.
And of course, Sandra Bullock is in it, half clothed with no gravity. You can't really go wrong with that. That woman
It's
is
very true.
ridiculously fine for her age.
How old is she?
How old is she? Yeah.
In her 40s, as far as I'm
Whoa!
aware.
I wouldn't have guessed
Wow,
that.
that's yeah, that's impressive.
Hmm.
Well, think about it. She was in Miss Congeniality. I mean, that film was like 100 years ago.
Never even saw it.
You never saw it?
No.
Shit, man. That was one of my films growing up.
Showing your age a bit there, buddy.
Yeah. Bro, no, we had like 3 films. One of them was Fast and Furious on VCR.
Oh yeah.
Or VHS,
No.
sorry, pirated.
Mhm.
And what else was there? Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, the film, which to this day I still love.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. Because they took the Smooth Criminal video, like music video, from the film.
Yeah.
So if you watch the Smooth Criminal music video, that is actually a scene from the film. And it's very good. I was a big fan of Michael Jackson when I was a kid.
Hmm.
I think it was
Disappointing.
because we had that film, to be fair.
Probably.
Mm. And then what else was there? There was The Land Before Time. Aren't they making a new one of them?
Yeah, I think so. I've heard that. I don't know where from, but it's probably from Reddit or somewhere like that.
I'm
but-
sure I saw an advertisement for it, and I was like, this is Land Before Time, but it's
that
not a
would be
cartoon,
good.
it's CGI. What the fuck's going on? And then it literally goes, A Land Before Time, and you're like, oh wow, okay. Because the first
You know,
Land
the
Before Time,
the
God knows how
new
long.
Transformers is supposed to be some sort of strong prehistoric.
Dinosaur, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
We were talking about this, weren't we,
Dinosaurs.
actually?
Yeah. The new Transformers is like we don't know much at the moment, but it is very, very suggestive of being in some sort of Jurassic period.
Oh my
Um,
god, what if all,
Which
like,
I like, but
that-
only because I really want another Jurassic Park, and this is just as close as I
The new Jurassic Park's coming out, mate.
can get.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I
Jurassic
knew
Park
that.
4.
I knew
Are you
that.
for real?
I knew that. Yeah. When's that coming
And
out?
Godzilla. Oh my god.
The new Godzilla.
Guys,
Bryan Cranston.
Hmm.
How do you
Well,
think that film's
the
gonna
old
do?
Japanese one, Jimmy keeps saying about Gojira.
Gojira.
Gojira. He just describes it as some old Chinese guy or some old Japanese guy at the beginning being like, "What did you see? Gojira.
It's great. The little
Tell us what
fishing
you saw,
like,
odd man. Gojira.
It comes out. of the water.
Gojira."
I'm actually looking forward to this Godzilla movie. I mean, the first one was fucking terrible, but I
thought it was
think
alright.
I think this could
I
be
was
good.
young when I watched it though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was again. It's one of those. It was very entertaining, but it was by no means a good film. Whereas I think this new one could, because we're going through a very good time for film. I think. I mean, if
I
you look
think
at,
we
for
are.
example, the way that Batman has evolved.
Oh, Batman
The
is
original
very
Batman
good.
was basically just cartoon characters, like
Mm.
the Penguin and shit like that, riding a big rubber duck around. It was ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
And now it's just realistic.
Yeah.
I remember Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze or whatever the fuck that is.
Oh, that was terrible. Oh, don't bring up Mr. Freeze to Callum.
Uh-oh.
Why? Oh, yeah. Well,
He is
he's
a.
like my favorite villain ever.
Mhm.
Really?
He
Yeah.
has like the props and shit from the film.
I do, yeah.
Not that film, though, do you?
Yes, from
Yeah,
that
from Batman
film,
and
he
Robin.
has actual props
Really?
they used.
Yeah.
He's a
You-
prop collector.
really?
My dad collects movie props as a hobby, so
That is sick. What do you have?
I've got one of the diamonds that he has.
Oh,
You
snap.
know, like out of like 50, but
That's still sick.
it could have been touched by him.
Yeah, you've got like a Bane-styled coat as well, haven't you? From Batman.
No, I don't.
Oh, thought
No, that's
somebody did.
something on my wish list though.
Oh,
be
yeah, I'd
fucking
love
great.
a coat like that. You know,
Yeah, but you
But I've
wear
got
it
a
and you
Sorry?
name it Wilson.
I've got an M4.
I would not name it Wilson.
Be Willis.
Yes.
Yeah, Willis. Sorry, that's it. Willis. That's
I
what I
already
meant.
have a coat named Willis.
Yeah, you got 2 bags named
Hey,
Willis.
look, I'm just
Watch him.
I'm just saying, my coat is I like my coat.
But
I still need to show you my new jacket, mate. It's fresh. It's very
I'm
fresh.
just trying to think where you can. If you look at my Facebook profile picture, I'm wearing it, but you can't really see it. But yeah,
I'll have to scour through. I'll find it.
make sure you don't like anything.
But yeah, the new Batman film's revolutionary. They
Yeah.
made it very realistic and believable, and it's just.
I tell you what
amazing.
though, I don't feel the same about Man of Steel.
I haven't seen it.
Very
Neither have
good
I.
to start off with.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought maybe is there any period of time during this film where he is actually a child?
Very very briefly.
Yeah, because when I saw the
They-
advert, it shows him like pulling a sheet off of the washing line and putting it on, and
Yeah,
it being a cape and him standing there as a kid,
No,
and I
that-
thought
no,
that's
that-
sick.
that doesn't happen. He pretty much all you see from his child is like a flashback of him pulling a bus out of a lake because it went off the side of a bridge. And then
Wow.
he runs off, and then you see the parents talking to each other saying he's not a normal child, blah, blah, blah. And then it skips to him working on like a trawler 20 years in the future.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Jeez,
But
huh?
the thing I don't like is all the actual action-y parts are just these other people from Krypton that also move just as fast and as quick and stuff because of the suits they've got on. And basically they have these fights, but these fights happen so fast they like fucking Superman and these other people from Krypton they like zoom into each other at like 100 mile an hour, but these fight things happen so fast they're zooming all over the screen. You can't follow it. You just you honest to God, this is not an exaggeration. You just see like beams of light fighting each other across the screen. It is too fucking fast to follow.
See, now this is what I don't understand. I thought it was common knowledge by now that that is a mistake. That, like, look at the only reason The Matrix, the third film, wasn't as good as either of the other two is because the fight scenes were just 2 people flying into each other.
Yeah,
Like-
that's literally what it is.
And it never works. Look at Matrix 1. The fight scenes in that were probably to this day some of the best fight scenes of all
undoubtedly,
time.
Yeah.
And then they decide to do this thing. It fucking
Mhm.
flops. And yet people still decide to do this.
I know.
Still.
This happens, and this is exactly what they do in this. They just fucking fly into each other, and then he pushes him through like a bunch of buildings, and then he just gets back up and does the same to him. And then in the end, the penultimate way he ends up killing them is they just fly into each other super fast, and Superman just punches him a bit harder, I guess, and that kills him. And that's how he kills him. That's how he kills the main bad guy.
He punches.
That sucks.
They just like fly into each other in like a
That's
big
so
and like a
much
big.
dick.
I'm actually genuinely disappointed by
That's
that. That's
fucking shit.
crap.
Did you know? I
Oh,
watched
actually, no. That's not. He does that, and then he does actually get back up from that. Sorry. They like, do that, and then he gets back up. Sorry, and then he's like using his laser eyes, and then Batman, not Batman, Superman comes up behind him and breaks his neck. That's it. It's like,
It's a little bit more satisfying, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose.
still, it's like he's like trying to laser some children, and then Superman just fucking breaks his neck, and I'm like, seriously, if you could break his neck just by snapping it, why the fuck didn't you start with that?
That should be your first move.
Yeah.
Click. Oh, bye.
Yeah. And also, I don't like how underpowered they made humans seem.
Well,
Made me
it's
feel bad.
Superman, mate.
No, not compared to
underpowered.
Superman, compared to these other Kryptons.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
they are basically
Yeah,
Superman.
Yeah, but they're fucking like jet fighters flying at them at like Mach 2. And they just jump up in the sky and grab it. And I'm like, really? You just,
Hulk smash.
yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, that shit's fucking crazy.
Have you seen Superman 2 though? They do exactly the same thing.
Oh, the old
It's like
ones.
there's attack helicopters coming in, they're blowing them up with missiles, and they're just standing there like looking at it like, what the fuck are you doing? You know?
Yeah.
Come me with something bigger.
I don't like the fact that Superman punching you can do something, yet like a Tomahawk missile does nothing. Like, no, of course, I don't care where you're from. A Tomahawk missile's gonna
fair.
mess you up.
Did you hear about the realistic physics behind a Superman punch?
No.
Was that a Vsauce video?
It was a Vsauce video.
Yeah.
Apparently, if like according to all of the like comics and stuff like that, if Superman was actually real and he punched someone, it would basically eliminate them from existence. I don't mean kill them. I
Really?
mean they wouldn't exist anymore. They
Yeah,
would be
it would.
particles. And apparently, the spinning of the Earth would be affected by this punch if it was as powerful as they say it is.
Wow.
It's
So
fantastic.
it's
It like create an
ridiculous.
atomic like
Yeah, it
explosion and blow
literally-
up like half of the US.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It
They were
like
literally saying, "Oh
fused
yeah, all
particles
of
and
these
shit.
people would be dead, and all of these
Yeah.
people would be
What would
sick
it do?
for a
It'd,
long
like, fuse
time."
particles and stuff.
Yeah, it's
That's amazing.
ridiculous. We'll
Because
have
on
to
its way
ask
through,
Walter.
it would like split a couple of atoms and stuff, and then that would create like a nuclear
Yeah.
explosion and things, and
Wow.
it's fucking
was-
messy.
That sounds about right.
It's crazy. We
and
need
that
to
they
ask
wouldn't even
Walter.
see it coming. I mean, you wouldn't see it coming, and you wouldn't feel it because you'd be dead so quickly.
Yeah, your brain wouldn't be able to react fast enough to even know it happened. You just
Suddenly, you just not exist.
yeah, that's it. Suddenly you're not there anymore. Unlucky.
Wow.
So there's no fight in Superman, basically.
Yeah.
Even if you are James. Oh, boy.
Mm. How long have we been going on for now?
I think it's actually been a very long one.
It's coming up on 3 hours ish, maybe
Oh
3
my-
hours 47 minutes or so. 2 hours 47 minutes, something
Is
like
that the
that.
call or the?
That's the recording. The call's 2 hours
Holy
57 minutes.
Wow. I think we should probably wrap it up there then.
Maybe, or we can just fucking stick around and do an 8-hour show. Either way, 24 hours straight. Welcome to season 2. No, you are right. You are right. I think we should probably wrap it up there.
Yeah. That's good.
So
then.
I guess, yeah, thank you very much for watching, everyone. It's been a long episode. We've talked about pretty much everything. Everything
Yeah, it's
that's possible to talk about, we've mentioned at some point, which means
Yeah.
next week's episode is going to be pretty empty.
Yeah. Now you all seem to know everything there is to know about me as well.
You're welcome, James.
Yeah.
Yeah,
have
don't
him
worry.
next time.
What I'll do, next time, I'll bring Mr. Rito in, and you can ask him questions about me, because he knows
Oh, good.
questionable shit.
That's good. Well, thanks for coming on though, Callum.
Yeah,
That's
thank
all right.
you very
Thanks for having me
much.
on.
That's
And
very
of course, thank you to Sam as well, in the background,
Oh yeah.
coming in and taking over when the occasion should call for it. Yeah, it's been a great episode. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you everyone for watching, of course. Walter, I need some information on this Superman punch, and I want to know the validity of it and whether or not it's true. Yeah, I guess that's it. So
I guess
thank
that
you very
is
much
it.
for watching, and goodbye,
Yeah.
everyone. Does everyone want to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Bye.